I'm just gonna fix some windows here. Always good. I'm really good at having all the windows exactly where we want them to be all the time, right? It's my specialty. Alright, we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Chess League TV. I doubt anyone's watching at precisely this minute, but maybe they are. Who's with me today? I think so too. Sounds right. Yeah, that'll start in about an hour, hopefully. Hello, Tinan and, oh, that's Chess Analyst, I forgot. I made you a mod? Crazy. That sounds too sensible. Sorry, I'm just editing more titles. If you want to start walking people through the game, because I haven't been paying any attention, and you've actually been like putting moves in and stuff. Oh, really? That's interesting. Mm-hmm. So, sorry, I just finished doing all my windows and now I'm actually able to look at the game. So let's see, we saw DC6 castles. I'm getting some echo through your mic. Sorry, say again. Now I can't hear you. Let's see. Yeah, no echo. Great. So this move bishop d6 is interesting. I don't know anything about these positions because I don't know anything about e4. Is f6 a playable move here? Just to play the move f6. And why do you think queen d6 is a better move than bishop d6? Yeah. So I have a crazy idea in this f6 line. because I'm a crazy man who likes to sacrifice all my pieces. After knight takes queen h5, I'm wondering if I can play g6. And my point is, I'm gonna try and grab him. Here I'll play king f7. Oh no, I'm losing h7. Yeah, okay, that's the reason that my idea is bad. Well, so okay, let me prepare this a little more. I'm sure the queen's coming out somehow. I need 2 moves to trap it still. Yeah, probably. And no matter what, you're always going to be able to take on h7. Yeah, so my idea was bad. But it was interesting. We can't hear chess analysts at all. Why not? Did my new headphones mess everything up? Let me see. Talk for me for just a second. Okay, the stream's literally not picking you up. And I wonder why that is. I think it has something to do with me plugging in new headphones. And somehow it's like going to the headphones and not to the desktop. Sorry, all technical difficulties. We're doing great. Oh God, I just connected to a different thing. Didn't mean to do that. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. I really have no idea how to fix this. Well, it's not that. It's just that your talking is not showing up on this stream. Like the stream's not picking up your talking. I'm gonna restart the stream really quick and see if that fixes anything. Hopefully this fixes something. Talk for me. No, and I don't know why. No, you're fine, and I can hear you. It's just for some reason that's not going into the stream audio, and I don't know why. Settings, audio. Try talking again for me.
Better?
Yes, I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Chat, can you confirm that we heard chess analyst for a second? Talk for them. Give a monologue.
Yeah. Let's actually. I want to go back to the game and see because we had some more moves. Knight d2, queen f6.
Yes, we hear you.
Knight takes f6.
A great success. We can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah. So what I was saying basically is the reason why back here instead of the move f6 is because of this move knight takes e5. Though it's not very good for white, I didn't want to deal with any of this craziness that ensues after this, because you have to move your king here to one of these two squares, because if you play g6, you are losing the rook.
Yeah.
So let's go back to see what happened in the game. Bishop d6, d4, bishop g4, d takes e, bishop takes f3, queen takes f3, bishop takes e5, knight d2, queen f6, queen takes f6. I have a middle game position without queens, where white has this Berlin structure, you could call it, 4 versus 3. So white's going to try and use the kingside majority, while black has to somehow utilize the queenside majority. However, if you already know, these doubled pawns cannot create a pass pawn. So white has technically a small edge here.
Yeah, I actually...
However, this position is really equal.
I don't like this position for black, and so we should go back, because the whole point of this exchange variation when white takes on c6 is that white is going to trade this pawn for this pawn and create exactly what we said, this 4 versus 3. So white has this kingside majority, whereas black does have a queenside majority, which is 4 versus 3, but his queenside majority is crippled. The pawns are not healthy. But normally, black's compensation for this crippled structure and sort of not being able to create a pass pawn is black has the 2 bishops. But in this position we got, white achieved what he wanted. White traded this pawn for this pawn to get the kingside majority. But black actually gave up the 2 bishops here. So although the position may be close to equal, I think I wouldn't want to play this as black, because this feels like a position I could never win.
Yeah, no, definitely. Black is playing for 1 result here, and that's for a draw.
Yeah.
White is playing for 2 results, a draw or a win. Definitely. However, in practice, it's not so easy to win with white.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not claiming this is easy to win at all. I'm just saying I would love to have this position as white, because I can win it, but I can't lose it. So I feel good. I mean, of course anything can happen, but...
Difference, though, to the Berlin endgame here, though, and black can castle.
That's true.
However, I'm not... Black wants to castle. I would be thinking about moves like king e7 here. Mm-hmm. Probably. Maybe this knight on f6 feels a little bit misplaced, because I might want to play f6 and king f7. That way my king is at least out of the center, but it's allowing my rooks to both come to the center and have open files and pressure.
Yeah, and as white, I'm looking at playing moves like f4, trying to get my majority in motion, and then following that up with e5. But obviously, my development is a little bit lackluster here. Even though we are in an endgame, my pieces are sort of clogged up. So I would be looking at moves like knight c4, trying to play f4 and e5. The other issue I have is this bishop is quite nicely placed, pressuring b2. So I have a hard time moving my bishop right now. So I would look at the move knight c4, trying to force the bishop to move, and then maybe getting my other pieces out.
Knight b3 here, stopping bishop d4 eventually. That way I can try for this.
That's interesting. We are hanging our e-pawn, but maybe not. I don't know if you can take that.
Well, what happens if I...
Rook e1.
And this looks very...
yeah, f3. You're losing a piece.
Yeah, after f3. Okay, rook e1 is, I guess, the tactical justification for hanging the e-pawn. e3 is a strong move here.
Black can now prepare to... After knight b3, black can prepare to take the e-pawn with castling either direction.
Fair enough.
Is that true? The same tactic might work. Maybe, like, say I leave this hanging. Say, okay, I play a waiting move, because I'm bad. If you take, am I still winning a piece?
Well, now there's knight takes f2. Maybe the wrong way to.
So yeah, not a good way to move. I wait with a3. Yeah, exactly. And now on takes rook e1. I'm not sure you're gonna live. I have my own tactical justification.
This rook takes e4, bishop. You have this back rank mate, I guess. Well, also, but you have this winning my rook.
So there's a lot of tactics going on here. But even this would be 2 pieces for the rook. Well, it's 2 pawns. So white has 2 pieces, and black has a rook and 2 pawns.
So the doubled c pawn isn't a lot. This position's probably about equal, I would think.
Yeah, I agree.
I would prefer to have black here, honestly.
I think so too. White's development is not good.
I'd prefer to have black here because the rooks seem like they can coordinate fairly easily. Maybe not rook d4 because that hangs the rook, but get the picture. My rooks can coordinate easily. I might be able to enter and start pressuring all sorts of pawns on the 7th or the 2nd rank.
Yeah, it seems like rook e2 is actually an immediate threat.
Yeah, rook e2 would be. But I would assume that white wouldn't allow that. Maybe
bishop e3.
Be developing a piece and stopping rook e2. I would assume that this is good, but now probably this is black playing for 2 results because black now has a majority on the king side as well as on the queen side. Though the queen side majority doesn't mean a lot here.
Yeah, here I would actually look at playing this move f5 and trying to dislodge this bishop so I can again play rook e2.
This looks like a very strong move. Maybe white has to do something like... Because I can't really move the bishop.
I was considering this move rook e1 and on f4 playing bishop d2. Offering to trade the rooks.
Yeah, fair enough. This looks...
complicated.
This looks still... For some reason it still looks good for black, but I'm not sure how. What happens here?
That was the move that I wished you wouldn't. I'm forced to take.
And I'll take back.
Yeah, and
I don't want to go here again.
This is a pleasant position. I might have to play a sad move, like knight c1.
Well, I can consider trying to, tickle these pawns, or I could just even start maybe pushing my king side.
Or even just bring your king in. Your white's pieces are so ridiculous currently.
Yeah, I could do. I think I have several moves here that are putting some pressure. I mean, this.
Totally not agent has been giving some lines in chat. Knight d2 after f5. So f5.
Knight d2.
This might not be.
Yeah, and then
I don't think this was the f5 we were talking about. f5 here, knight d2, is what he meant.
Oh, after that, knight d2 looks okay. I don't see anything. Oh, here in this position, knight d2.
Yeah. Here I can take this though.
Yeah. And this piece is hanging, so. And if you move this, then I just move my rook.
Yeah, and then I want a piece. I like pieces.
I like being pieces up.
Yeah, it's always fun. Or I guess in that case only in exchange, because we gave some stuff earlier. But like pieces and pawns. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Have we had a move in the real game?
Let's see here. So after queen takes f6, c3.
c3. Not getting that knight out of dodge. So okay, that's interesting. White had a similar idea to you. White wants to prevent the bishop coming to d5 and safeguard his b2 pawn. And I think white is preparing to play knight c4 followed by f4.
Also, if you get to play knight c4 and bishop d6, then there's this move right away.
Youch. Oh yeah, so the bishop is almost trapped then, currently.
Black would want to move the knight here. Maybe knight d7.
I was actually wondering if the move b5 is so ridiculous. I guess on b5 the knight can actually show up here as well, and with the same tactic.
So if b5 here...
This is a similar tactical idea.
Yeah, you can't move the bishop back. Play knight d7.
Oh yeah, you can. That's true. That's a way to not hang your pieces.
But if this happens, I would be very happy to have white, because I can... White is just free. White is... This majority is now going to definitely tell.
Yeah,
we'll go or skewer these things.
Yeah. That's good as well. I do have f6 in that position. But then I'm weakening the pawn structure as well.
Move my kingside pawns as black, because that's kind of giving you targets too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just so after bishop 4, f6, I would actually probably take this and play this position.
Yeah, fair enough. But, I mean, what are you going to do here? Like, it's not so easy for black either here.
Here I would play, as white, I'd be preparing to play g3 and f4. And if you take, then I have a connected pass pawn.
I don't. Actually, as white, I want to like maybe try and double rooks or bring my rook over here or something.
Yeah, I think black might be obliged to play this move, rook d8.
Trade and then check you. What's going on? King e7, I guess. I guess this is probably not so much for white.
Yeah, I don't think it's a ton. So maybe me taking on e5 was actually not as good of an idea as I thought it was.
That just leads to mass simplification, and it's quite difficult to win. Still, white's in the driver's seat there, and that's...
So it makes me think that if bishop f4 doesn't really... I'm not really threatening to take the knight. I'm not sure it's a great move. It's actually blocking my majority. So after knight takes e5 here, I would consider going straight away with f4 and just launching the majority immediately.
Here, though, maybe black plays this move and tries to limit your pieces.
Mm-hmm. I thought you might, you tricky little man.
Move the bishop and then I take the pawn, because then I'll have knight again.
Yeah, and if I go rook f3, you'll just queenside castle, probably. That knight is quite well placed.
Yeah, I was thinking b3 here, but b3 is not really a move that white wants to make. Probably this is good for black.
Mm-hmm. And now I'll develop pieces.
It's good for black.
Yeah, I think black is out of the woods. That's a strong piece.
Worried though, but I don't think there's any need to be worried. My knight doesn't really have any squares to retreat to, but it doesn't need to because it's protected. I guess I was overly I can try c5 here.
Play c4.
And I want c4 maybe. Enough, I guess.
Confusing. I'm confused. That's for sure.
Do we have... What else do we have here? What happened in the game?
Oh, I just want to point out a nice idea that Hiset Nunk had in chat, is that after... I don't know how did we get into that position where we traded the knight for the bishop? Oh yeah, we tried b5, which is totally not forced, by the way. Maybe not a good move. But in this variation, Nunk pointed out that here, after f6, we can just go bishop g3. And this is maybe...
And now we can play f4.
This is maybe a more convincing version of what we were trying to do.
Yeah, this makes quite a bit of sense here. Now, I guess this doesn't have as much
bite.
b-pawn.
Yeah, here I can play rook b1 if I really want to. Probably don't want to, but...
Probably king f7 here, I think.
After, let's put it on the board. Knight d3, rook b1. I am on him.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like rook b1 because I want this rook to come to the d file probably.
I do too, but I also don't want to play b3 so much.
I don't want to play b3 either because I'm moving pawns on the side where I don't have the majority.
Here's the thing: after rook b1, you do have to defend this pawn, so you have to make sort of a sad move as well.
Maybe black has to castle queenside here or something, or king d7. But king d7, rook d1.
Yeah, castle's queenside seems like a logical move. After queenside castles, I can play this rook to d1. Now this is a position. I'm ready to go rook d2, and then I'm freeing this rook to come behind.
On here though.
Hmm?
What's going on here though? Black maybe. I don't
like
see anything
white.
though.
I still like white here.
Yeah.
If black plays a move like this, I'll just play f3. Go
That's interesting.
Rook d2, rook d1.
Yeah, okay. So I guess white is better there.
If black ever tries f5 as well, I have this move bishop h4 hitting the rook on d8.
Yeah.
So, but this was all, none of this was forced because we gave black sort of a questionable move here after c3. We made black play b5 to prevent knight c4, but b5 is not a move that black is required to make in this position at all.
Black can try something else, maybe long castle, maybe king e7. I don't know about king e7 though.
I'm not exactly sure where I want my king.
Because of f4, but
f4, oh yeah. Wait, so hold on. b5 f4. Same thing, no?
But here I do have this check to save me.
Yes. Aren't
so
you
this
clever?
I guess, but I'm not so sure how happy I am to have this.
Yeah,
however,
now I have this square, which I'm actually really happy about.
This is what I was worried about as white. Because like bishop b6 and...
You're worried about this as white?
As black, sorry. Yeah, because you get the square, and I don't know how happy I am because f5 never works because of en passant rule.
Yes. I will say it's a little bit difficult for white to develop his pieces here. I might have to play this move.
Bishop d2, but I mean maybe I can go bishop d2, bishop b1, bishop f2, or bishop h4.
Yeah. I wonder if black is able to stir the pot in that time, like get something going.
Okay, so what would you try?
Let's long castle. And I have some ways of being bothersome. Like if you go here, I'm gonna play this move.
Yeah, and this does kind of ruin the fun.
Because if you play rook
Maybe
f3, I was actually going to go knight c2.
Knight c2 is not really fun to face.
So I was going to say...
Rook f3, knight c2, rook c1, I guess.
And I was going to take this bishop.
Okay, then I'll take back.
Well, I mean, if I put my knight on c2, I should take the bishop, I think.
You should take the bishop, yeah.
And here
I'm not so unhappy though, because.
Oh, I wish I had that. I don't have that.
My knight's nicely defending d2. If my knight wasn't defending d2.
Now here I have an idea. And my idea is f5.
I'll take it.
Yeah, this was my try.
Oh. Okay.
It might not be good, but it's interesting. That's all I really care about.
Here. You are threatening this thing. You take there, right?
Yeah, I am threatening that, because I'll give you a back rank mate.
So if I play e3, you take here, and I can't take because of this little... Yeah, this is interesting.
In a similar vein, you can't try and win a pawn here because of this. And now I will take. That's true.
I'll just start taking things. I don't mind taking things. Not the pawn.
And this is an interesting position. I think white is much better here. Yeah, I was going to try and clean these guys up, but I think white is just much faster than me. So
Or something?
Rook f1. Rook f1 is probably a good move. Yeah, I thought after rook f1, let's say rook a2, this pawn goes very, very fast. Although I do have this move.
Oh, I didn't see this move. What? So if I trade, I guess you're claiming that you're able to stop my thing in time?
Well, my king is in the square currently.
Oh yeah, your king is in the box.
Wait, this might not work. Because I actually need two moves here. If you go f6, both my king and my bishop need to get here, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
Maybe you can create some play and... No, it's just going to be way too small.
I have an idea.
What if I play... What you're saying is here, if I go here and here, you take it?
Yeah, and I'll play a5, a4, and your knight's pretty far away. I don't know. Maybe the knight gets back in time. We should look.
Don't try and queen the f pawn. What if I try and queen the g pawn?
You're queening first.
Yeah, because this is a race that I will win.
Well, now, okay, because we both queen with check, and you're actually on the pawn, very unfortunately. So now, after g4, I do have time to get my king to the pawns.
King?
And when you play g7, I'll have king f7. Right now you have no threat, I hope.
This thing is kind of worrying me now.
Yeah, he goes pretty fast, right? Because my point is, on g7, I have king f7, and I've stopped everything.
Valid point. It's fine. So 7 here. This is fine for me.
This is not gonna work. You can queen. You can queen to a knight if you promote to a knight. I might not even take that.
Okay, then what are you gonna do?
Oh, I thought I was gonna play king f7, but I'm really not gonna play king f7. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now I have to think. I'm looking at 2 squares here. The issue is, if I go here, you have another check, and you're definitely gonna come back in time here.
I don't know about this game. This is kind of probably black is in time here though to stop the pawns, because this is a side pawn. Like if black can trade off these 2 pawns, this is a draw. Over here and sacrifice for a couple of the queenside pawns, this is going to be a draw.
So this might be drawn. Here I was trying to play for a win as black currently in this position. And I think I may be playing for a win after this move.
Okay, I'll go here.
Yep.
Just have to come back now or something, and we get what? Something about the same thing.
But it's different. It wasn't check. Yeah, but now I'm not certain about this position for you. I have c5, b4 coming.
This is shady, but
probably a draw. Something like.
Whenever you push anything over here, I can maybe trade. Maybe.
Well, here
I don't know.
Here I actually have c4.
But I just play knight a1 and knight c2.
That's true.
Pawns can never come here, even with the help of your king.
Yeah,
because
that's a good point. So this is probably drawn.
I thought that you would have to take here and try and do this, but this is just slow because my king comes in and will easily stop my h pawn. So this is probably a draw, probably, but I can't say for certain.
So we have some ideas in chat in these endings that we've created for ourselves.
This is I think a little besides the point. We should get back to.
We've gone wandering. After c3,
we've gone way too far.
Yeah, we went to move 30, and this is move 11. But it's fun. Forward. It's fun.
Knight c4.
Bishop f4. Interesting.
Rook a takes long castles. Knight d7. And b4. And this is
b4.
The position. I don't like b4.
Well, let's see if we can come up with his idea. He is stopping the move knight c5. It makes me want to play the move c5 as black.
Yeah. This looks better for black than it did before.
Yeah, if I get to trade off this pawn for one of white's pawns, then I have a real majority. And all of a sudden, the position has opened back up to a 3 results position.
It's really weird.
So I agree that b4 is probably not the best move.
I think white should be playing like g4 or bringing the rooks to the king side or king f2 or...
Is knight c5 so concerning?
I think so, because I mean, what's your knight doing there? It might come into d3, but then I just like move my rooks. Okay, if you go there, then
I'll always have some like rook f2 maybe.
just go here. Like if your knight ever gets.
Well, I did want to put my rooks on the d file at some point.
These rooks over to the d file.
But so my point is, after here, like say here, first of all, we're proposing a trade. But say I play something ridiculous, like I play a waiting move on knight a4. You can no longer really support this pawn with a rook to the second.
Yeah, but what if I play something more sensible like king here?
Knight a4.
And go here.
You still can't do this.
Here.
e5.
You can't take, and if you play b5, I want to trade rooks now.
Mm-hmm. So trade, knight.
A little bit in the center.
Let me see. I'll play f6.
I'll take it.
Rook d6.
Because I want to do this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Come back here and try and maybe defend or something if I need to.
No, that's a good move. You're getting your knight unattacked with tempo, which is annoying.
And this is coming, so
yeah. So this would be unfortunate. So okay, instead of playing f6, I think f6 was proven to be a bad move here. I'll take.
Now I don't know which pawn I want to take.
I think you want to take the f pawn.
The f pawn too, but if I let your queen side, kind of get rolling, that might not be so good for me.
But here's the thing: does taking on c6 prevent my queen side from rolling?
Prevents it from rolling, but it might slow it down. Ideas like this or something.
Yeah, but I'll do this.
Oh, I take the rook now. You can't do
that. And on rook d6, you'll probably go back here. You do have the same checking idea if you want as well.
These pawns.
Okay, rook d6. I don't like my rook on d6. I've changed my mind. I'll go rook d7. No, okay, that's fine.
Now I don't have the check, but I have
95. God, my rook doesn't want to go anywhere. Well, I don't think white's repeating here.
Huh?
If I were black, I would take the draw here. Yeah. If white wants to repeat, I would take this draw. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. No, I don't think I don't know how much more there is than a draw though.
Well, after rook d7, 95, rook e7, f4, f6. That's a problem. Yeah.
F6 is a major threat here. Yeah, this is annoying now. Very annoying.
So okay, I can't play f4. Fine. I agree. Can't play f4. This might be a draw. You might be right. Because if my knight ever goes anywhere, I won't take that. I'll play knight c4, and my knight is really strong on c4.
This is a good outpost for you. And I don't know what else I have here, to even like I have this move, but you just move your pawn.
Yeah, and you're helping me push. I'm like, thank you.
Helping you push your majority, which is not something I want to do. Move, but it's not a tempo move that I want to use. White's doing here.
After b4 in the game, the move c5 was not played, which I find interesting.
F6.
And I think the reason here is black wants to play c5, but after c5 takes, maybe knight can, or maybe the white can go here and be a little bit annoying. I'm not super convinced by this variation though, but this is the only reason why I can imagine black wanted to guard the e5 square.
I just want to go here.
I can take on f2 or f7. And I'll go back somewhere. Yeah, you can.
Like is black, but this isn't possible, as I'd really like to put both of my rooks here.
Yeah.
Actually defend this square.
Yeah, this looks good for black. This looks very good for black. So I think after c5, that variation is ridiculous.
Maybe I can do this first, then play f6, and then come here.
Yeah, I mean, that's also reasonable. I would have to block the file at this point.
With my plan, maybe f6.
If you play f6 here, yeah, that's okay.
I thought that you would play like knight c4.
Yeah, now I'll go back, knight c4. And this is looking incredibly drawish, although maybe a little bit better for black, actually.
Here.
I do like black's position. Yes, that's, I agree, that's annoying. Yeah, not happy.
I'm confused though, as if white can do much here.
I would play rook d2.
I actually see rook d2.
I don't think it's a good move. I think you just take it and play rook d8. But
yeah,
I had to do something. Just to be clear, I'll
protect.
Yeah, but I'll take still and play rook d8. And I just want the file. I'll take the file.
Yeah, no. If you get the file, that's really good. Just d2 coming.
Yeah. Just to be clear, the reason why knight a4 is such a good move and is so annoying is it carries the threat of winning this pawn after takes. So if white does nothing,
I just take it right away.
Plays
like
a3.
I can take it, right?
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that too. I didn't even think about that, but that's also.
No, I can't because of this move.
Oh, and I don't have the intermediate check.
Yeah, because this comes with check.
Yeah.
So this isn't a threat like I thought it was, but this is a threat. Takes, and now takes.
Yeah, and I want a pawn. I'm happy. I like pawns. And my knight will always come out either this way or this way, so I'll be fine. So that's why that knight a4 move is very good. Let's go back to this position, because I think black's decision not to play c5 is very interesting. And I wonder what he saw that dissuaded him from this move. Like, what would you play here as white?
I have no clue.
Is
this
b5
is kind
a
of
thing? Probably not, right?
But I don't move this f rook, but it looks.
Are you interested in playing a move like f4 here?
Looks fine. Maybe b5.
b5.
Yeah, because I want my queenside to.
Yeah, that's probably a good move. Well, but here's the issue with this. After b5, say this one. Say this looks a little weird, but I'm just trying to demonstrate a point. Isn't your queenside a little frozen? Because you led with the b pawn? For example, takes. We have this freeze, the 2 versus 3 freeze.
Actually, that's might be quite strong. I didn't see that.
And obviously, black doesn't have to take here, but if you don't take, your queenside's not going anywhere either. Just to be clear, I didn't play knight e3 because I was worried about this move a little bit.
But now just e5, right?
F6.
Okay. And I can't take.
Yeah. And if you go, you can't go e6, so. Yeah, I don't know what you do here. That's why I didn't put my knight there, and I put my knight on such a weird square.
But your knight is on a weird square, though.
It's going to d3. It had a plan. I'd love for you to play
what
c4.
What happened?
I'd love to. I don't want to play c4 as black. But what happens if I do play c4? I don't want your knight to go to d3 now.
Knight d1. Probably not to e3 for aforementioned reasons. Or we'd have to prepare it going to e3. But yeah, something like that. My knight will live again. And your queenside is now locked.
Maybe this.
That's interesting. The one hesitation I have with this move is the idea of c5.
Maybe this.
Although I am opening up my king a little bit.
What if I... No, I can't do that.
Were you going to play like knight takes c4 or something?
No, I wanted to play knight takes c4, but I was trying to figure out how to entice you to take on a4, and then I would take.
So, yeah, I'm not going to take on a4. The reason I like this for black is I almost always want to meet c5 with the move a3, just supporting this wedge. Because now c5 has not much bite. Okay, takes. What have you accomplished?
No, and then actually, if this happens, then the rook comes to the a file, and
yeah,
white gets massive pressure on the a pawn, probably wins it.
So I like these positions. I think black has to play for trying to put a rook on d3, but I don't know how feasible that is.
I don't know about, wait, not to there, but to f2, to e4, and then to d6. Pretend that I get a lot of moves.
I like having a lot of moves. That's always fun.
It's for white.
There's an idea.
Not very.
After a3, we go king b7, rook a8, a5 for black. So you do your e5 plan. So a3, c5.
Yeah, my e5 might be
king b7.
Knight d1.
Rook a8. a5. Rar.
Alright, and I'll go here.
I'll take a lot. You can actually check first if you want. Throw the knight d6 in first.
I want to save this check for another move. Maybe another move even.
And say rook a5. I'll put my king somewhere.
Maybe c6. C6 looks kind of like the most obvious.
I am worried. I do want to put my king in front of these pawns at some point. I think I might actually go king c7.
Here?
Okay.
What check?
You're right. You're right. Fair. I'll go
I thought
king c6.
c6 was I'll play. I don't want to defend this pawn almost. I don't want to play rook b1.
Do you want to play knight takes f7?
Knight takes f7 comes with tempo, but maybe you just play rook f8.
Yeah, something like that.
The b pawn and my knight. I kind of wanted to try doing this.
Play rook b1 here?
Like passive. This is kind of passive defense because maybe you play
f6?
thinking f5.
f5?
But
I feel like oh, you can't play e6.
because I just take it.
Yeah, go. Let me go f6. I like that move.
Never play f6. Okay, but this is probably good. Maybe. Crazy plan with e6 doesn't work because you take my knight and then you take my pawn.
Yes. Agreed.
So maybe I go rook d1. No, because then
rook
you
on
take on.
No, rook fd1. Unclear.
So I guess I have to play rook fe1.
That's a sad one.
And then if you take, I guess I take.
Yeah, knight takes, no?
Tactic. Yeah.
That is complicated.
This has to be equal, though. Okay,
Yeah.
this has to be.
So, but after f6, rook fe1, you're still not threatening to take my pawn.
But here, maybe I can play this.
I will have rook e8. If you're not going to take my knight, I'll be a knight up, and I'll be very happy about that.
Yeah. No, I think black is doing fine here.
I have a crazy idea.
Crazy. I don't know how much I like it, but I don't know what to do though. I don't know what. Maybe I'll play g3. I'll just try and keep the tension, try and keep my pawns.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I can't explain. I don't know what's going on.
I can take here and check and be annoying.
Annoying though. That is annoying.
But anyway, we're getting comments in chat that we've strayed somewhat from the game. So perhaps we should return.
So where did we leave the game off?
We were talking about b4 because after b4, c5 was not played. Crazy. Oops, I scrolled.
It was not played. Instead, it was
f6.
knight b6, I think.
No, it's f6.
6 was next.
We like c5 for black, just trying to get his crippled majority to be not crippled. I suppose c5 will always be possible.
C5 is possible in the future.
So after f6, we had what else? f6, rook fd1. That's sensible. Although I will say I did want to like get this stuff rolling at some point, but it wasn't rolling right now. So okay, develop my pieces. I like that. Now knight b6 was played. That was taken.
Knight b6 was. It was taken. Wow.
Yes, it was.
This knight here is kind of. I don't know about this knight. I kind of wanted to go here.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good move.
5 in the future, because I don't mind if you play g6. G6 is something that I hope you play.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if white actually has ideas here of going rook d4 as well.
Rook d4 is even good. It looks like if it was white's turn. I don't know how we magically make it white's turn somehow. H6.
Well, but I have the antidote. I have the antidote to rook d4. We play. Oh, we can't. shoot, I want to play rook d6.
Oh, rook d6.
But this comes.
And play rook d4 and then knight f5.
I want to play knight f5 right away, or else black will double.
No, but rook d4, rook d8, knight f5.
Here I'll go takes.
I have to take it with a knight.
I think you do.
I have to take it with a knight.
Which means this didn't go exactly to plan for you.
This is open file. You get the open file.
Yeah. The point was, if you take with the pawn, I'll play g6. You have a check, but that shouldn't amount to much. And I'll come in and go om nom 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 nom.
Good point.
And it looks like we have a total draw emerging on board.
1.
After f6, rook fd1. Oh god, why am I scrolling so badly? Knight takes. The position I saw was very drawish. After this, we traded one pair of rooks at some point. King f2, b5, the diamond.
The diamond pawn chain, Magnus Carlsen's best friend.
And the idea behind this move is, it looks sort of bad because we're sort of frozen, but the diamond is actually going to come into play here when black plays b6 to support one of the pawn breaks.
Yeah, and this is actually a really underestimated pawn structure, I think. For normally people think of double pawns as bad. However, in quite a few cases, I think of double pawns as being a great asset. If I could really quick show something that comes from another opening.
Yeah, put it on the board.
Their board here. So there's this opening. Look, I'm actually going to flip the board here so that we can see it from the black side, because this is where I play it from. So knight f3, knight c6, d4 takes, knight takes, bishop c5, bishop e3, queen f6, e3. So I'm just going to play some strange moves here, just to get to a position that I talk about. So this pawn structure here, this might look kind of strange for black, but this is actually really good. Black will play d5 in some cases, and c5, and then play d5. And this structure is really good for black. Black gets the open a file. Black has pressure on the queen side. This knight will come to c6 and sometimes a5 and c4.
Yeah, this structure is very mobile, I would say. It's able.
Yeah, no, it's very flexible structure. This bishop can go to b7 and put pressure along the king side. Sometimes this bishop comes out this way and puts pressure on a2.
Yeah.
Very fluid. There's lots of potential plans.
If we go back to the game, I just want to illustrate why I like this for black somewhat. Here, this structure, it's able to move very well, and the move b5 isn't totally shutting this structure down because of this aforementioned b6, and then we push pawns all rar. And the pawns can move. But if we compare it to this structure, if I ever play b5, none of my pawns are ever going nowhere. So this structure is less fluid, and that's why I wanted to play c5, to give the structure some fluidity and get it moving somewhere. But black also found a way to make it work, although maybe with a little bit of white's help. White did not have to take this piece.
I think this is maybe a little bit trade happy from white.
I agree, but maybe white just feels like, oh, it's a draw, that, you know, there's nothing here.
Probably still just a draw. I mean, this is this is pretty cool, I think.
We're praising black structure here, but I mean, at best it creates a pass pawn, which white structure can do as well.
No, at best for black this is a draw. Probably in practical play, though, I would pick white here.
but black has managed to equalize.
That's interesting. I would actually take black here, and the reason is, in a king and pawn, I'm more likely to create an outside pass pawn than you. This structure from white is going to create a passed e pawn, most likely. Whereas I could maybe end up with a passed b or a pawn, or even a c pawn, which is a little bit further from the center. And we all know that in endgames, outside pass pawns are king.
Yeah, but my king is quite close. I don't know. We both picked different sides here. It's probably just equal. But
yeah, that's probably true. I mean, it's not like my king's desperately far away either. I'm not chilling on h8 or something. King c7.
Yeah, no.
And here, white traded all the rooks. An interesting try here was
which
we can
sure if this gets to a pawn endgame. This is a draw.
When rook d4 is again interesting, I think. Trying to wrest control of the file.
Yeah, this opens the C file partially.
And all of a sudden, the structure has changed. I have a clamp on this c5 square. But maybe you just go b6, a5.
Try and undermine my clamp, and also I don't know how much this square matters now, because like my rook is never doing anything on the fifth, really.
I wonder if I'm preparing to play d5.
It's possible, but what if I just play like king d6?
On this move?
I don't see what white's doing, though. I don't see what black's doing either.
I agree with that. I don't see what anyone's doing.
I bet this is nonsense. That's not the b6, a5.
Yeah, b6, a5, exactly. And both sides have
c5.
pass pawns. Neither rook can really get anywhere. Everything's totally blocked off, so draw probably.
Rook here, but only because black's rook hasn't been activated yet. I'm not sure where to activate black's rook. Maybe to the a file. Help with the a5 push.
We're trying to open the a file, so we can try and put the rook on the a file. But you know, maybe my rook, I'll play like this sort of thing.
We should look at the second game, which has actually started.
Can we just really quickly do an evaluation of what happened here? Because something strange has happened. All the rooks have come off in this game.
E1
takes.
Did
takes.
Black take or?
Yeah, black take. Black's like, I will take this king and pawn. And I think he's right, because now what I said earlier really comes into play. Black is going to make a pass pawn somewhere over here, and white's pass pawn is going to be there, which means black will have the advantage. I'm not claiming it's winning, but I think it's dangerous. It's definitely dangerous.
It's going to play king e2 here, or king d2 or something.
a5. a3.
To hold the queen side together for now. And
hold on. Are we... I know I've been talking this up. Are we making a pass pawn? As black?
It's after c5. King d6, c5.
Just c5 right away. I don't care.
No, you're not.
I don't care. You're not making a pass pawn.
See how you can. I guess this is just a draw.
Well, no, I've been misevaluating this position very badly. I assumed black would make a pass pawn on the A or B files, but actually, black cannot make a pass pawn, which means I actually favor white quite a bit here, and that is my fault, because I've just been assuming that this structure makes a pass pawn. After
I don't see how white's, because this king is going to come over to the king side to.
Yeah, but
I don't know. This still should just be draw.
right?
I'm not so sure. I'm really not sure.
It's just still a draw. I don't see what white's gonna do here. Like, black is just gonna keep waiting.
Yeah, but my plan is, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a pass pawn over here, and then I'm gonna sell my pass pawn for some of this.
Yeah, that's a good point. But how quickly will this king get over here, because this is controlled and...
Well, I'm gonna try and have this square available to myself at some point.
Okay. And you're gonna come this way in. Fair enough.
That would be my plan. That would be my dream. I don't know if I can make it happen, but if I can, the position's winning. So, because of the aforementioned, black has actually not opted for c5, as it doesn't actually accomplish anything.
So just this?
Yeah, king d6, king e3, and g5. Black's trying to trade as many kingside pawns as possible.
Yeah, no, I think this is better than what we were looking at for black.
Because now this pawn actually guards this square, so now it might be really difficult to come in.
Go the really long way around.
Yeah. Although I think it might be important for black to insert this takes, because at the right moment, if white takes, all of a sudden this square becomes available to the king.
Mm.
So I might like to see black take here at some point, just to really shut this square down. Anyway, we have another game. Crazy. Let's go there.
Look at the other game. So this is Something Pretentious versus Citron Savage. And we have a hyper-accelerated dragon, e4, c5, knight f3, g6.
Who is white here?
About.
Citron is white? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Pretentious likes to play the hyper-accelerated dragon.
So we had the colors reversed.
Yeah, we did. That's fine though. So d4, yeah, and Citron plays this sideline, queen takes d4, which I actually quite like in the hyper-accelerated dragon. It puts a lot of pressure very quickly, and I like white's positions after these. Knight e5, or sorry, knight f6, e5. This is all total theory. And the point is, if the knight has to run away, then you're losing. So you don't run away with the knight, you play knight c6, an in-between move. And now queen c3 was played, which is not the most common move. I know most common is queen a4.
Queen c3 looks really strange. Queen c3 because thing about even before moving this knight to one of these squares is this bishop, if it ever gets to this square, this is scary.
So would you consider playing the move e6 here?
I'm scared.
So
it's strange though. I mean, I don't think I would play e6 here.
Yeah, because white just probably plays like bishop d2.
Playing like a blitz game, I might play e6 because takes loses.
Yeah.
Probably e6. I don't like this structure. This Swiss cheese structure is, you know, that's asking too much. I'd move my knight somewhere, probably d5 or something. But d5, and then your queen can like go to.
I just want to show a cool idea here. So this is vaguely like Scandinavian idea where the queen has come out to d4 and now it's attacked. And if you try to sort of emulate the Scandinavian defense with the move queen d1, you're going to be very, very sad because black has this tactical idea of knight takes e5.
Oh, and then queen a5 check wins the pawn, basically.
Mm-hmm. So that's why the main move here is actually queen a4, which guards the a5 square. So it prevents this. It prevents this tactical idea. This would be a blunder. But queen c3 also guards the a5 square. So we're not blundering anything
Just
immediately.
Much different fashion. A little bit strange, I think.
Yeah, I'm also like, just put my bishop here. It's eyeballing the queen from that square as well.
You have to move your knight right now.
Well, yes, I mean not immediately. Although immediately is interesting. Probably be bad, but interesting. No, I would put my knight here. I think that looks good.
Yeah.
And ask you where you'd like to move your queen for a second time.
Yeah. So let's see what happened in the game. Knight b5 was played, and this is where we are in the game.
Question in chat. I wonder if knight e4 wins the pawn or something. Oh, trying to pressure. Well, this is defended.
Well, let's look. What happens after knight e4?
Well, I'm just not sure how we're winning this pawn because I am defending it with the knight. Like, what if I play some vaguely sensible move like queen e3? Queen e3. I kind of don't want my queen on e3, but I kind of don't want my queen anywhere from the c3 square. I'll play queen e3.
Yeah, I'm not at home in any of these positions.
Because after this, there's a check, but I can go c3.
Now what about d5 though?
b5? Well, you've cut communication of your queen, so you're actually not trying to take anymore.
Point. I was kind of hoping for this, which I thought I preferred black here.
Yeah, I won't do that though. I like my e5 pawn. It's gonna be.
My knight on e6 looks funny, but it looks fine, I guess, because I have a 5.
Yeah, I like it on e6. I like it, or I like it on d6. I like it better on d6 than on f6.
Yeah, so do I, because it doesn't block this bishop, and it can go to f5. But maybe I want that square for the bishop, but maybe I also want d7 for the bishop.
That's true.
Black.
But here,
Any which way you slice it, I would prefer black there.
I don't think I want to take this. Although you do have bishop g7 coming, if I'm not playing quickly.
Yeah, and bishop g7 does put more pressure on the pawn.
Perhaps I go knight d2. And challenge your.
Maybe we can.
Knight.
Pawns, if I play bishop g7 now, does that trade the pawns?
So, sorry, what are you? Oh, bishop g7 here. Yes, that'll trade the pawns, and I'll be okay with that as white. Because I already don't like my position after queen c3, so I'm happy if I get a reasonable position.
c3 for a reason. What reason, I don't know.
You're asking why white played queen c3 here?
For white played queen c3 for a reason, but why, I don't know.
It might have something to do with like desire to pressure this diagonal. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem reasonable.
He's hoping for e6, but I mean, after
any knight move comes with tempo is the problem.
E6 doesn't work because I take a queen.
Yeah, I like queens.
Yeah. So that's mighty strange. So queen b3 was played.
After knight d5?
The knight.
Mm-hmm. I again can go queen a5 check if I'd like. But then bishop d2. That's less good.
Your knight's hanging.
Yeah, it's much less good than it was on e4. But,
so here probably knight c6 or knight c7, I guess has to be played something.
Yeah, again, this move e6 does seem to be asking for it on the dark squares a little bit.
Yeah, e6 I don't want to play at all.
I don't blame you.
Seems weird.
I'm interested in this move, knight c7, because the knight showing up on e6 could actually be a good piece.
Playing some squares. You're putting pressure here.
I'll put my bishop, I'll put this bishop on b7, and all my pieces get developed in a reasonable fashion.
It feels slightly artificial to block these pawns, but or to block this pawn specifically. But it seems, very good in this specific position. There's also this square.
I don't mind blocking my e-pawn because my bishop already has a window open.
Your bishop already is going to go out the other way. It feels slightly artificial, but
I like it.
Very in this position, no.
But knight b6 is also a standard idea. Just getting my knight to a normal square. Those are really the only two moves, unless you want to play e6. But I don't think you want to play e6.
You like.
And knight b6 was played.
Okay.
Knight b6, this is also interesting because it leaves open the option of playing bishop g7 and then queen c7, just really pressuring the pawn. If we leave this square open, the queen can go to c7. And 3 attackers, I'm not sure how you're going to get 3 defenders of that pawn. If I have to play that move, I'm a little sad.
But, I mean, if I have to defend the pawn, I'll play bishop f4, because I have to. Knight d2 here.
That's not going to work. Because after knight c4, I'll take. And just to point out, e6 may look like, hey, discovered attack. But that's hanging.
And takes here doesn't work because of queen takes.
Yep. I mean, I could even play king f8 if my queen wasn't there, but the queen does nicely guard. And so
king f8 here, this doesn't look unreasonable even.
Yeah. Citron Sauvage saw that just trying to cling to the pawn does not work, and he seeks active counterplay.
Always play a4. a4 is a good move in a lot of positions with the knight on b6 because you're threatening to play a5. It reminds me a lot of the mainline Caro-Kann, which I play with black and white. And it's one of my favorite openings. So this reminds me of my favorite opening.
Yeah, so a5 would actually trap the knight. Oh, so now I'm interested. After say I'm terrible. I wonder if I can take this. Because there is a discovery here, and I'm trying to make something out of this. But maybe I can't.
I don't see anything, because right here I take it.
Yeah, I was looking at knight c4, but even that is just 2 pieces for the rook. I can just take it, or I can move the rook.
Can do this.
Yeah, that's true too. That would not be good. So, okay, I really do have to react to this. That's also a good move. So, I do have to react to this a4 move somehow.
Probably a5 is overreacting.
a5, it's not a move I want to play. I didn't really want to give up this b5 square.
You don't want to give up b5. So I would assume that you play d5 here or d6 so that you have d7 for your knight.
Mm-hmm.
And you can develop your bishop.
d5. And if takes, are we playing queen takes? But, oh, okay, it doesn't quite work. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, what if they play a5 and then takes? But that's not how en passant works.
No, with en passant you have to take right away.
We had a question. Which guy said it was artificial to block the center pawns? Chess analyst? It sounds like someone's unhappy with you.
Be unhappy with me, so be it. No, actually, I think it looks slightly artificial, but I think it's fine in this position. Actually, I think it's really good for black in this specific case. I think it's really good for black. But just in general, you don't want your knights to be blocking your center pawns if they haven't moved yet. It's just it's just to be aware of anyway.
It's just a chess principle. We want to control the center. Oftentimes we want to control the center with our center pawns. But of course there are exceptions to every rule.
Yeah, no, and in this specific case that we were looking at, I think knight c7 and knight e6 looked very fine because the knight does nicely to control d4, and the knight doesn't actually block this. This pawn doesn't need to move, and we don't want it to move because this pawn does a good job controlling these squares.
Yeah, I like these positions for black. Let me promote this a4
It does still look slightly artificial, I think, but it looks very reasonable on deeper thought anyways.
Yeah, I like your d5 move here, and the reason is if you play d6 here, I'm going to throw a5 first, and now this pawn has suddenly showed up isolated, and your dark squares got super weak.
And this has to be bad for black.
Yes, it is bad. I will definitively say, because
I don't know.
The dark squares are awful.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Maybe bishop f4.
Maybe bishop g5.
Fine. Bishop g5 looks even better because if I get to trade the dark bishops.
Well, I was thinking on that move, on bishop e7, I was going to go bishop h6.
Bishop h6 and then this.
Yeah, but I think black will just try and repeat. But now I can take it here. And you kind of have to play knight takes f8.
What if I play king takes f8?
You can.
I'll try an artificial castle. I don't want to play knight takes f8.
I am really not developed at all. So let's develop with a threat. What could go wrong?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe queen e7 check.
Yeah. Vaguely annoying.
Check you.
I mean, I can even try and enter an endgame and play against this pawn. I'm in no rush.
Queen e7. Let's see.
Queen e7. Well, queen e7, I have to play like king f1 or something, or go back and admit that I'm ridiculous.
I want to play king d1 here for some reason.
King d1.
Because I want my rook to come to e1.
I do too.
This.
I just don't want my king on d1.
Well, if it can't be attacked there, then it's not really that weak.
I just worry about a move like this. I suppose you go rook e1 here.
Then I'll play rook e1, yeah.
This is not check anymore, because the king has showed up on d1 for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was kind of my point. I think this is... I prefer white here. My king looks... Again, it looks artificial here, but I prefer white.
Okay, but king g7?
Huh. Maybe I just play knight
c3?
bd2 and
Knight
protect
bd2.
the knight. That way you don't have to pawn or something.
Rook d8?
Be happy if you take my bishop, because then I'll take a queen.
Well, not falling for that one.
For that one? That's not very nice.
Wasn't born yesterday.
Well, now I'll just bring my king to c1.
Yeah, queen f6.
But it looks awfully slow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think you're
Like,
attacking.
Here, if I could just switch my king and rook place, I would be very happy.
Yeah, so what this whole variation makes me feel like is that way back here after king f8, I just go bishop e2, and then I'll castle.
Yeah, okay. This is actually a lot more annoying than before, because I play queen d7 again. Well, queen d7.
Oh, queen e7 is queen e7. I'll play knight c3 and then I'll castle.
I'm helping you there.
I do want to go back because after bishop f8, we don't have to play this king f8 move. I do want to look briefly at knight f8. And I don't think this is so ridiculous, because I'm going to go knight e6. And my knight is actually somewhat well placed on e6. Or perhaps even on some days I'll play bishop e6, winning a tempo.
Yeah, but then where's your knight going to go back to d7?
He'll figure it out. He's a strong, independent horse. Here, bishop c4.
Also, I have queen 3 kind of being a little bit annoying to your rook.
Queen c3?
Yeah, before you have time to castle or something, I might play queen c3.
I guess I would be obliged to play f6. Which
6 here, though.
Not thrilled about.
Knight maybe, rook pressure, knight pressure, bishop comes in, this rook comes d1.
Yeah, I just wish we hadn't given this pawn on d6. But I think we can go back, because this all came from a variation that we weren't liking, which was this d6 variation.
d6 seems wrong. I thought d5 was better.
I agree. I think also possible. It seems ridiculous at first sight. Seems ridiculous. But hear me out. Rook b8.
I did see rook b8.
However, I feel like if we were going to play rook b8 and bring the knight around, maybe we should have put it on c7 last move instead of putting it on b6.
I agree.
If this was our plan, we probably should have played knight c7 last move, because we've given time for white to gain space. I don't think you want to play b6 here.
b6, I want to open the rook.
That's interesting. The rook, oh, he's not hanging. The knight's guarding him.
This is really weird, but this is actually interesting, because if I get my rook open, your queen's here.
Yeah. So maybe I play a move like bishop e3, so that on takes, rook takes isn't a thing. I suppose just knight takes, though.
Nah, that doesn't work.
Maybe you can play bishop b5 here, intending bishop takes c6 and rook takes a7. You see here?
Right
I don't
here?
think it's good, but this is kind of creative.
In this position specifically, play bishop b5?
Bishop b5. I want to take and then play rook takes.
I'm scared. I don't know if there's anything, but I'm scared.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know what to do about it.
I'm gonna do something. Just you wait. And that's so annoying. I was thinking about playing bishop g7, trying to win this pawn, but you're actually eliminating the attacker of this pawn as well with your idea. Okay, but I can go queen c7.
And after takes, you want to take something? You want to take one of my pawns?
Takes here.
You want to take like this?
I don't really want to take like that. I was going to take with the queen.
This still in pressure.
Yeah, but isn't that the same here?
Take here.
Yeah, now I have this. Oh, it's hanging. Ridiculous.
Hit the rook, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah, so, okay, I would have to take with the pawn. I don't think queen c7 is a good move there. I can also play bishop b7, just developing all my pieces.
Castle, maybe?
Yeah.
Or knight d2?
If you castle or knight d2, I'll go bishop g7. I have a threat.
I guess I have to respond to the threat somehow.
If you take here, I'll take here. I have all my pieces out. I'm kind of okay giving this a7 pawn.
That annoys me. Maybe I shouldn't castle, maybe I should do this.
Bishop g7. I still threaten this. You still don't have this.
Mm-hmm. And bishop f4 now
You can.
is a sad move to me.
It's legal.
Well, it's a legal try. At least I can play legal moves.
I can do something similar to what we saw earlier.
E6? Queen takes?
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
We've seen that before.
No, I'm not gonna fall for that.
But now I'm ready to take the pawn again. I don't see how you're gonna hold on to
You
it.
do have a trick. I see a trick. I see a trick.
You
I
see
don't
a
know if
trick.
it works, but let me try it. I think I see a trick.
Great. Okay.
It works. But
Is it good?
I'll give a queen away, and then I'll check you.
Yes, I understand. I got that part. I'm wondering if this is good for you, though.
Well, you have doubled pawns, and your pawn on a7 is hanging, and your rook is hanging, and
So after this, let me count. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was a nice little shot there, my friend.
and then this and takes, and I want to bring my rook in and target these pawns and castle, and bring my other rook to e1, and do this stuff. Oh, but you do have.
I forgot to even go over to the second screen. I'm so bad at this. I never go to the right screen when I'm streaming.
Threat.
Let me fix this screen. Oh goodness. You keep talking. I have a bunch of windows to fix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know what to think about this thing. I don't know if it's any. It looks good for white, but
The queen takes f7 was quite a find.
I don't know if it works. Does it? Do you think it works?
Queen takes f7. I think it does.
What is chat? That works.
I
I don't know.
Chat's been talking mainly about the other game because I've had like the other game's live board on screen the whole time because I'm ridiculous, and I don't even have the right title cards up. We've been watching the study, so don't worry. We've been watching like the study, but just the live boards on the side have been the wrong thing.
Yeah, let's see what happened though in the game, because I'm sure none of this. I'm sure Rook B8 didn't happen in the game, even though Rook B8 seems interesting.
It's a try. I bet he played D5. Did he play D5?
Rook B8 reminds me of Magnus Carlsen's game against Mickey Adams from, I think, Rook B8 Knight A8, but it was Knight A1 that Magnus played, and Magnus won.
Oh yeah. I saw that St. Louis Chess Club lecture as well.
Yeah, Julian is one of my teachers, and he was showing me that game about a week before.
That's funny.
Practicing on me before he did it over the before he did it at the chess club.
So did this? Oh, something. D6 was played. We didn't like this variation.
Wow, D6 was played. Then A5.
Hold on. A4, D6. A5 was not played. Knight G5.
Why not?
Threatened checkmate. We didn't talk about this.
Oh, Knight G4. Yeah.
I'm not convinced this is a good move though.
Well, this doesn't actually threaten checkmate because I have this, don't I? But
well, okay, but threatens nasty business.
You can't allow me to take on. You cannot allow me to take on F7.
Yeah, and even so, I'll play Knight F7 if you let me. How old are the commentators? I'm 24. How old are you, chess analyst? Only answer if you feel like it. You're allowed to say old enough to know better as well.
I'm 20.
You're 20. You're younger than me. Goodness. Knight G5. I assume E6 was played. That seems reasonable. Or what about this move?
This is strange.
What happens here? F4?
Okay, F4 because I want to remove the defender.
Yeah,
but
I was going to play something like H6.
After F takes and then H takes.
I like black.
Well, bishop takes.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was just going to go bishop G7. I can even take on E5 if I want to. But I like developing my pieces.
Maybe bishop B5. No, bishop B5 looks.
Bishop B5, bishop D7. Oh, and then you're going to take on D6? That's interesting.
No, because you take on B5, and then if I take, you can.
No, you can play queen B5 with check. If you takes.
Fair enough, and there's also this pin.
Oh yeah. Okay. So bishop G7. Maybe not. Maybe I take this.
I'll play bishop B5. I'll try the same idea.
Bishop
I don't
B5?
know if it works.
Well, but now I don't think you're really threatening much. If you could get a rook to D1 in one move, you'd be doing great.
3.
But you can't.
C3.
Sorry, what do you want to play? Knight C3. Legal.
I don't know how happy I am that my idea is just a long castle, or to play rook D1 or shortcut something.
I think I'll take.
But now I want to take with the queen because
And I'll go
wanted-
queen d7. Yes. Although, is it so bad? Like, I have crazy ideas, like long castling.
what's your crazy idea?
No, long castling doesn't work. You actually have this square covered. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Castles is too crazy.
That's a little too crazy? I'd believe it. I also was looking at this move.
Short castle?
Short castle? Uh-huh.
Since I can't long castle, I have to short castle. Rook d1.
No, you have this check, actually. Well, that check, bishop f8. We can.
That's not what I was thinking about. I was just thinking rook d1 anyway.
Rook d1 anyway? I don't believe you?
Here. What am I gonna do now?
You're gonna mate me. No, you're not gonna mate me, but you're gonna win
Your queen.
for 2 pieces. For a piece and a rook. Yeah, that's winning.
That's enough.
Um,
After rook d1.
so after rook d1, I'm not taking it. That's fine. I'll play... Ooh.
Good move. Somewhere.
I'll play... Oh, mate threats.
Queen h8 check, and then I play rook d8 maybe, or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I think I'm obliged to play this move. It's an only move.
Queen h8 maybe.
Mm-hmm. Forced. Rook d8, I'm not rook d8, I'm taking with the rook.
Here?
Your queen's hanging.
Yeah, but if you take this, then I check you, and I take your queen.
No, if you take that, you checkmate me, actually.
This is a mate.
That
mate
is,
threat.
That is a mate. That is a mate.
Wait.
So then, oh god. This is really annoying. I want to play this, but then this. No, that doesn't work.
The rook, maybe.
Yeah, because then you win the queen, but I win your queen.
Too much.
Very complicated. I really sort of asked for it as black here.
Also, what happens if I take your rook? Like, back here?
I don't see your point.
Oh, I'm not even on. Never mind. I thought that my knight was already here, within
yeah.
checking distance. Here.
I was gonna play. I think I'd play rook c8. What's your point?
Take any more, because your rook's now covering c7.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Check 2.
So
Maybe. Rook c8 looks good.
how did we get here? What did we do?
Remember? He says that we're getting kind of far from the.
After knight g5? Oh, I was trying knight takes e5. I think this is a strong try from black, personally. Was that played?
I don't have the game open.
Oh, I'll find out. No, e6 was played. I think this is a very interesting try. It led to incredibly complicated positions, as we saw.
e6 was played, a more sensible move.
Yeah, more sensible, but less ambitious. Now a5. And this is a little bit of a move order thing, because now the knight can actually go to d5.
Now I guess maybe...
So, I just want to pause here briefly, because if you wanted to play knight g5, it was possible here, after d6, to play a5, knight d7, knight g5. And you force the knight to a passive square.
But now maybe here.
Well, but this is similar. We get some crazy variations again. Yeah, I mean, this is all crazy.
Bad, right?
But now the knight can actually take here, which is different. So this might have been a better version for black, actually. A better version of this variation. In the other version, the knight was still...
And b6, and the pawn couldn't take it.
Yeah. Well, the pawn could take it. It just went into craziness when it did.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So that's another interesting idea. But knight g5 immediately does allow this knight to come to a nice central square on d5. Where it was immediately said, asked to leave. Here, the knight went to c7. Interesting. I wonder about putting the knight on e7 and then f5. That seems more natural to me.
Because I was wondering what happens if queen f3.
On knight e7? Queen f3. And you're saying on knight f5 you're going to play g4? I have an in-between move.
I don't have queen f4.
Why not? I actually don't know. I'm sort of...
I don't know why.
I can try this one. With similar ideas.
I don't want to think through this. This is too much.
So, I think I would have liked the knight e7 to f5, because my question is, after knight c7, white can still go queen f3. I guess you're saying black can go queen e7. That's the point.
What happens?
Well, on queen e7, I'll actually take this, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I think you have to go, on queen f3, I think you have to go queen d7.
It takes defending and attacking the queen.
Oh. Couldn't we do that last time?
Wait, where was it? No, because the knight was...
Knight e7. It's this knight.
3...
Boom.
f6.
Fair. Fair point.
And then f4. But I don't... But here...
Yeah, this was all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either. No idea. I mean, white, I assume if white wants to play for advantage, they have to play queen f4. And then if black wants to live, they have to play h6.
And I don't know what to play here with white, is the problem.
So if we retreat, that must be bad. Which means
it feels bad.
Which means I take it. So black takes.
You take mine with tempo, though.
What?
You take my piece with tempo. Like,
well, but it's not really tempo. I can take this.
I don't think so.
Clever. Yes, that's real. So yeah, this is just bad for white. I think knight e7 was very playable in this position for black.
What? Wait, what about, like, this move? And then I take here. That way you don't take my queen and my queen doesn't have to move.
That's true. It's a move.
Wait, what's the material count here? I don't.
Sorry, what?
White's down a pawn.
And I'm better developed than you. You only have your queen out.
Yeah, so this is bad for white. Pick up a piece or something, or a piece for a pawn, then...
I would have a hard time believing you. The problem is that you haven't developed any pieces. How are you attacking me?
None of my pieces have been developed.
Like, white can't be attacked.
But they're not my... Citron Savage's pieces.
That's true. None of Citron Savage's pieces have been developed, so he can't attack. That's why I don't like this sort of hack attack queen f3, and that's why I think after knight e7, I have a really nice square here that you can't really do a whole lot about.
So maybe I should develop a piece here.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Bishop.
This is hanging.
But I don't know if I can do anything about that.
You could take.
I can take, but you just develop another piece.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to lose material, you might have to take.
And then play like knight c3 or something.
Yeah.
And hope to God that I'm not worse.
Bishop g7 castles and black is better. This is all weak. Your king is still in the middle.
Okay, so this idea was just bad with white somehow.
So that doesn't.
So what did we actually get in the game?
We got God, I don't know. d6, e6, a5, knight d5, c4. Let's promote this. Promote it again. Knight c7. The knight went here, which I don't like because I don't understand what the knight's doing here. It just doesn't really seem to have much of a future anywhere.
No, because with the pawn back here on e6, the knight was better placed.
Yeah, we like knight c7 when it could go to e6, but now it can't. Okay, knight c7. I don't know what was played. Let me find out. Knight c7, ed6, queen d6. Knight c3.
This is what I had, what I was showing.
Yeah, it's similar. Queen e5 check, just given a tickle. A little tickle.
I guess bishop e3 is the most logical.
Bishop e3? I would have gone bishop e2. Is there something wrong with bishop e2?
No, it just felt like after knight d4 maybe I was...
That's something wrong with it. That's something wrong with it. I will trade into an endgame as black here and be very happy with my two bishops. So yeah, bishop e3 was played. That's a better move, you're right. Knight takes a5. Ooh. Tactics. Queen a4. Knight c6. Knight c6, and we're at the game. So I was gonna go back. I didn't immediately understand why queen e5 check was played. It felt like we were helping white develop his pieces. But after seeing the game continuation, I now understand it was a double attack on a5 and e1. However,
something is messed up with the study.
Yeah, I don't. It did that last time too, and I don't know why. Let me promote this. Oh my god. Sometimes it does this. We just gotta roll with it, I think.
Work around it. Okay.
After queen e5 check, bishop e3, we are winning a pawn. I'm not sure this is any better than just developing and castling, but we're a pawn up. Can't be too bad to be a pawn up.
This is pressure, but I can't take.
Yeah, if you take right now, unfortunately, your piece is going to be pinned to your queen.
Yeah, I can't take right away, but this is at least some pressure. I get some pressure for the pawn, but black is better here.
Yeah, I'm just I'm interested in if instead of queen e5 after knight c3, I'm wondering if it is even better to just develop pieces and not go for this pawn grab.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think this might be equally good as going for the pawn grab, just because black is going to get all his pieces out pretty quickly.
Black will castle quicker here.
Yeah. If you play a move like...
Still not castled here, so...
Bishop d3. Well, not bishop d3. Huh. So you play like bishop e2. That's fine. Now I have this move and I can win the bishop. Actually, unclear.
Can't take the bishop because I take a queen.
That would be sad. But I can probably just move my queen somewhere. In fact, I can play this one and offer to trade everything.
Before, but isn't white on turn here? It was black on turn before because we just.
That's true, but I included this move bishop g7. That's the reason why it's white on turn here.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, like I'm still gonna play knight takes e2, basically no matter what you do next move. Yeah,
So here.
Yeah, and castles, and the position is roughly equal. I am unhappy with this knight, I have to say.
Could be an idea in the future, or.
Yeah, this is I think I might have misplayed this position slightly for black. I'm not happy with what I've done here.
And in the game, do we have any more moves?
In the game, Queen A4, Knight C6, Knight F3. Oh god, the study. Knight F3 here, just hitting the queen. So white is actually gaining a lot of time here. This knight was not doing much on G5, so I like this move. Sort of re-entering the game with the gain of time.
So what else is going on here? What do I play now?
As black, you move the queen. I don't know where. That's sensible. Well, maybe you're allowing me to come here.
No, that's what I was worried about. But where else? Queen F6. I guess there's bishop D4.
Queen A5. Ridiculous. I'm hanging pieces. Yes. That's
because
true. And now this is maybe justifying my desire to develop. But even
I don't know what's going on here though. This is
after rook d1, there's queen e7. No, here's a problem. On queen d6, I still do this. Rook g8 is forced, or maybe e5 is playable. No,
e5 I take.
Yeah, e5.
E5 I take it.
So rook g8, right? This is all of a sudden.
Because if e5 I take it.
Yeah, queen d6 has been played.
And a skewer.
Yeah, this is a disaster.
Queen g6.
Yeah,
What?
Queen d6 has been played, as in we were looking at, and I expect white to play bishop d4. It's a very unpleasant move, hitting the rook. You can't play bishop g7. That's why whenever we play g6, we really want to get the bishop here as soon as possible, so we don't run into any accidents on this diagonal. Something Pretentious has delayed this move for quite some time. It's been like he played g6 on move 2. It's move 16. That's 14 moves we haven't played bishop g7. So you are asking to be punished on this diagonal a little bit.
What's your USCF? There's questions in the chat about your USCF rating.
My USCF is 2050.
2050?
Yeah.
I don't really have an established USCF rating. I believe it's around 1800. Each around 2000.
1800 USCF?
Yeah, that's what my rating should be around.
Makes sense. I also saw another question. How do you memorize chess patterns? That's a good question.
Play them over and over again.
You do them a whole lot, basically. Especially with
yeah,
tactical patterns. You just you do a whole bunch of tactics problems until you could like solve it in your sleep because you just memorized.
Yeah, even if you do the same problem over and over again, or you see them, it's all about pattern recognition.
Yeah, I'm just looking through. Great. So I'm expecting to see bishop d4 here, and I would say white has advantage. Shall we check back in that other game, see what happened in that king and pawn? Because we did leave it when white had a lot of pressure in the king and pawn. I think
White won.
White won. That doesn't surprise me.
No, white had the advantage here, we found.
Yeah, we as soon as I realized black cannot create a pass pawn, which took me probably longer than I should have, then it's clear that white is the one who's pressing. White can create a pass pawn. If black can't, endings are all about pass pawns. So let's see exactly how that went down. After g5, g3, white's gonna make a pass pawn, makes sense. Black did try c5. I thought maybe the better attempt was just to take and sort of leave this structure denying the white king.
Quick entry, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if the white king would want to come in, he'd have to go like, wee, all the way around. So, I sort of like leaving this pawn on c6 to deny the d5 square. I thought that offered at least more hope. Then, oh, okay, we played c5. c5, h4, rar. Takes, h5. h5.
h5 strikes me as strange. That's kind of...
I feel like the issue with...
a bad move here.
I feel like the position is totally lost after c5. And
I think the position's very bad. Maybe I was thinking about king e6.
Instead of h5?
Yeah, instead of h5, king e6.
Yeah, I was just gonna play f4 though.
Yeah, and this is not very pleasant, but maybe I can just kind of wait.
Well, you can't wait like that. I get this move.
Yeah, and this is losing, I would assume.
Oh, that must be losing. Takes is losing for sure.
Yeah. No, this just has to be a lost king and pawn endgame now.
Well, I just thought that after this, maybe in this position, maybe I can live with the move h5. No, that's ridiculous. You still play h4. It's the same thing.
Maybe I don't have to do anything. Maybe I just move my king to e6 there.
Yeah, king e6, f4, or not f4, h4 still.
And then h5 was played here, which I don't like.
Well, we're
was
looking,
it here
we're
that
looking at a slightly different variation where c5 was not included. God, if I can trade these pawns, I might draw. But if I can't trade those pawns, it's going to be really, really rough for me. And I can't trade those pawns, basically. Here, if you play f5, I probably won't take that. I'll probably just go f4. Yeah, this is disastrous. Let's see how the game ended, because the outside pass pawn is going to be incredibly powerful here. King f4, the king's coming in. The problem with h5 is we've let this pawn become a target.
Yeah, and this is
King e6. Was e5 played?
Well, king e6 looks natural, right?
Yeah, but I was wondering if white can play e5 here. Yeah, it was. And my idea is, I just want this to be a pass pawn.
Can't I just like maybe trade or something? What about trades? Or no, not trades. I don't want to do that yet. I want to save that for later if I need it.
If you let me have this outside pass pawn for no counterplay, that's just simply losing. I think the only way to possibly try this would be to try and come in and eat, but I'm just so fast.
This is game over.
Yeah, it's game over. I think white resigned, or sorry, black resigned in like 2 moves. E5, F5. Oh, E5 was, I'm sorry, E5 was not taken. Excuse me. F5 was played, in lieu of the variations we were looking at. But now King G5 takes, and a nice move here, F4 check. And
wait, isn't this a draw?
No. Maybe.
This looks like a draw.
Okay, so F4 check, King E4. Can I force you to have the move somehow?
Black, right?
Yeah, I want to force black to have the move.
Like this one?
Hmm?
Is this what happened in the game?
Am I crazy? No, I'm
How did this happen?
I'm sorry. I misread the game continuation. After F5, King G5, King takes E5. Not F4 right away, King takes H5. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
5, and then what was played?
And now, now King F6, F4. I'm sorry. Yeah, this makes more sense.
Yeah, this is over.
I was like, this is totally winning. How did we?
This pawn's falling. This pawn's queening. These pawns are gonna be eaten just in case.
Yeah, we're just gonna win everything. Even if you trade here, I always have one pawn left on the queen side, which will assure the win.
Yeah, no, and this is just winning. I mean, I'm gonna eat these things and push.
Yeah. So
you stop this thing, and I can take these.
This is disaster. All right, was the end of this game. Do you want to go over instructional moments from this game?
Let's start at the beginning. So we have Exchange Ray Lopez, not the most popular, but totally playable.
Yeah.
And
do you want to go over, just review, what's White's main strategic idea going for this line?
Yeah, so White, these 4 pawns against these 3 pawns, and this D pawn will be traded for the C pawn. I might be able to put these in blue. I don't know.
You have to alt right click? Yeah.
Traded. And White will have these pawns against these 3, and then how do I do yellow?
No idea. You figured it out though.
Against these 4. Pass pawn with his 4. White can't create a pass pawn with his 4. So we'll see that in the game. So
yeah, it worked out exactly the way White planned it.
This is a 4 on 3, and a 4 on 3 over here, but this 4 on 3 is no good on the queen side for black.
We're very excited for the colors in chat, by the way. We love the colors in chat.
This is like a Berlin. However, black doesn't have 2 bishops, so white is better here.
Yeah.
White has some advantage. How much advantage, I don't know, but it's some advantage.
I agree.
Knight d2, queen f6, knight f6, c3. Yeah, and here we found a bunch of different ideas or around this point. c3 was something that we were looking at. We're also looking at what, f4?
Not f4 right away. I think we were going to play knight b3 and then f4 because we didn't want to allow the bishop to go there.
Yeah. c3, and some more pieces got traded.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he traded the pieces here, though. Black long castled. Just reasonable moves. b4 we weren't sure about, though.
We didn't like this move. We felt this really allowed Black to utilize his crippled majority. And we also felt like Black didn't play them correctly here, because currently Black's problem is White has a healthy 4 versus 3, Black has a crippled 4 versus 3. So we felt that Black could uncripple his majority with the move c5 here, and we didn't see a reason why this would be bad. We felt like this was very very sensible.
Good. So instead we had this knight b6, and White probably got trade happy here.
Well,
we felt maybe, but it's actually a good thing, because White gets left with these 4 versus 3, and it turns out to be just a good endgame for White.
Yeah, so I actually misunderstood this move, and after seeing what came, I actually really like White's decision, because here this structure for Black, this structure for Black cannot create a pass pawn, and I just assumed that this structure for Black can create a pass pawn, but in reality, this structure as well cannot create a pass pawn. At least not as is. I wonder if maybe b5 was the blunder. Like, can we create a pass pawn if we don't play b5?
Instead of playing b5.
Like, so here White played king f2. Can I play a move like a5 or c5?
Yeah, I thought that a5 or c5 would be better here.
Well, but here's the thing. After a5, I just leave it, right?
But then I can play c5 next.
Yeah, a3. c5. I just leave it. I don't touch him.
Fair enough.
And Black's not creating a pass pawn. So I actually really like this move, knight takes b6, because if White gets to a king and pawn, which he did, we win. So I like this. b5, it doesn't really matter what Black does, he can't create a pass pawn. So b5, sure. King e2, king c7. And now White's just going to try and trade all the rooks, which he does. And now it's a king and pawn, and White is winning. So I actually think White handled this position really, really well. He realizes faster than I did that this structure can't create a pass pawn, which means any king and pawn is practically winning for White.
Yep. And probably what Black should do here, though, is try and trade off pawns.
I think he needs to trade all but one of the kingside pawns.
Which is incredibly difficult.
That's his only chance to draw. I think maybe b6 is inaccurate.
Probably here, maybe g5 or something, or h5.
What if I try and king in? Do I make it?
So you're saying something like this? And now g5 to stop you from playing
This is
f4?
somewhat similar to the game, though, because you just go g3. h5 f4.
h5 f4, yeah.
My other idea.
Yeah, and this is awesome, right?
This is very, very similar to the game continuation. Here, here I could just go king d4, and unfortunately, you're forced to play this move.
And then what does White play here, though?
e5.
Takes, right? I just take it.
Okay.
And get my king in here.
If you get your king in there, you're not respecting my pass pawn. h3.
Your king this way either.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm going to force your king out and then go king. Yeah, here I'm going to go g4.
Takes. I'll trade pawns.
You can't
and
do
I can't
that.
take it because it's quick. or something. Maybe a5 now.
Yeah, you actually are gonna win this Zugzwang war, annoyingly.
How?
After a3, you can play c5.
Ah, c5. Okay.
And,
what are you doing now?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Draw, maybe? I don't know, because this... But no, because I have to go back with the king now. So maybe black is better. We had to have messed up somewhere here.
Yeah, here, I'm not forced to play g4. What if I play instead, I was thinking about h4, but that leads to a similar position.
Maybe. No, but takes you're better because...
No, you just, it's the same thing. Zugzwang.
And white is winning?
No.
No, because this is different. Because I can do this.
Yes, but okay. Wait, I shouldn't have traded there, I don't think. Let me... Oh, this is hard. It's complex. No, I don't want to do that. That would lose. I'm gonna try... I'm gonna take once. Are you gonna take back with the a-pawn?
Because I want to keep the queen side as is.
And then I'm gonna go c4.
I'll try this. I don't know if it's winning, but...
It probably is. You're very quick. Oh, I can also lock. I can also lock you.
Okay.
That's a draw. Yeah. Oh no, it's not a draw. Yeah, because normally if I get here, I win, but there's all these pawns to eat.
Take all of your queenside pawns, because you have to watch out with the h-pawn. So white is winning here?
Yeah, a disaster. So that would be the better way than my way. My way was terrible.
So h4 is the best way.
I'm not claiming it's the best way, but it's a way. I also way back here, I went a little crazy and played e5. I didn't have to play e5.
Oh, maybe.
I can do something else. I can play maybe h4. Don't have to play e5 and go for that crazy position.
No, a5 maybe? No, a5.
Well, c5 check is interesting. But I probably
but what happens after a5?
After a5,
are you gonna play?
I'll play a3.
After a5, you're gonna play a3?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I take it.
You're gonna take here?
Maybe. I have c5. Okay. That was a nice in-between move that I didn't see. So yeah, I'll play a3. I think this is winning for white. You have to solve the tension on the king side somehow.
Yeah.
Also, another interesting idea in chat is instead of this h4 move that I played, trying f5 check. Say,
I didn't like f5 because king just controls this square all the time.
Just go here.
Yep. What check?
And then try and force a zugzwang around this. Or perhaps even go f6 and bring the king in like that. This is
what if I try and do something
dangerous? c5? a3. g4. You can actually force me to move by playing c4 into a4.
Point. Which one should I play first? Probably c4 so your king doesn't come back. And then you'll play like h3 maybe?
Yeah, I'll play exactly h3, but now I'm not so sure that I'm even better.
This is probably drawn though.
Yeah, I agree. I don't, because any f6 is going to allow king e6. That would be a mistake.
And can never come up really unless you want to just go into a draw right away.
We're suggesting f6, f7. Yeah, and you have opposition, which is unfortunate.
This should be a draw.
I would love to come here and eat it, but it just doesn't.
No, this isn't one out. This is a draw.
Yeah, because black has the opposition, this is actually drawn, and white has no available tempos. What if I play f6 before I use all my tempos? Say you played c5 here. Yeah, it takes king e4. You played c5. I have to go a3. You go a5. Now I go f6. Right away. Rawr.
Here.
f7. This is a different story, I think. There's a lot.
This might be a different story, but what happens if I just try the same opposition?
Mm-hmm. Now I have this.
I guess I'll take here or something.
Or, hold on. I have a better idea. I'm not sure this totally works. In fact, it might not. I was gonna take here and now go, but then you actually have b4.
B4, yeah.
Annoying. And this
And
is
now
winning for black, probably.
Yeah, now black is winning.
So I won't take. That would be a mistake. Yeah, here, I force you to trade. I'll trade. You go king d7, I assume?
Yeah, opposition.
And
I would assume this is winning for white, though, right?
Yes, because now I have two tempos. I eliminated one of your reserve tempos. Haha! Because earlier, you were getting reserve tempos by playing a4 and c4. But now you don't have this c4 move, which means I have two tempos, and you only have one. Well, now you're screwed?
This might take a while. I don't know if I can take this thing first or take this thing. So king g6, king c4, king takes h6.
I would play ab4 here for black.
Oh, what?
I would play ab4 for black. Trying to drag the pawn chain closer to the king.
So like this.
Anywhere. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, here.
Yeah. This is drawn? No. I'm gonna queen with check. It's still drawn though. Maybe. Hard to say, but it looks drawn. Queen with check, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I get to protect this pawn, and yeah. I mean, you have a pawn also, but I mean, we both have queens, so this is a draw.
Okay, so that f5 check followed by e5 is less convincing. White was winning king e5 instead of king f6. Where did I play king f6?
Here. So king e5, you say?
That's a...
The diagonal opposition, so I can try this. This is one way to try it.
Did I win a tempo? I did. I've won a tempo on our previous line. This will win. Well, I think you need to take again.
Yeah.
But now your king's on So you just have to be careful with your king, I think.
It's one tempo, but try this here.
Well, see, I don't think you want your king to go there because, say I play like, you just don't want to get checked, basically.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it still
again.
draws. It should be drawn.
Yeah, this should be a draw still. I mean, we both have a pawn and we both have a queen.
Yeah, let's go back to the other game because we've sort of analyzed this endgame to oblivion. We did find a winning method though with that when we played h4 and forced g4.
F5 is no good, I think.
Yeah, f5
I think
looked unfortunate.
F5 is very counterintuitive also. It just gives away squares and it releases tension that seems to be favorable to white.
Yeah, so here we did find a win after e5, fe5, fe5, king f5, h3, h5, and then I played h4. And we found that this won, correct?
I thought this was drawn.
This was drawn?
Was it? I don't remember.
No, this, sorry, g4 we didn't like, we were taking, right?
Taking, but what about g4? Did we look at g4?
I don't know.
4.
g4 is interesting.
G4 e6 was it?
g4, well, if I do that, then I'm gonna lose.
Probably.
So maybe g4 draws there.
Maybe
Yeah.
a3, a5 or something.
But now
I don't remember what it was here.
Yeah, now you. Black's gonna win this tempo war for sure.
Yeah. So this is probably drawn or won for black.
I don't think it's one for black, but it's probably drawn. So I think our best try was after f4, h6, king d4, b6. I was playing here. Oh god, not there. I played h4 here, 28 h4. Yeah, I like this try the best.
Okay.
And I think just creating...
So what's going on in our second game?
Yeah, we should look. We had some... We were worried for black because it looked like he was going to be pressurized on this diagonal. Because unfortunately the knight here is pinned, which would guard d4.
Knight d4 is illegal.
So that was move 17. Disappointing. The move bishop e2 was played. And I think black has really gotten away with it a little bit.
2 bishop g7 and both sides castle kingside.
Yeah, but hold on. Black's up a pawn here. Black went and nabbed a pawn. So the fact that white let him castle and develop his pieces means black is better.
Got away with something.
When your opponent delays their development for grabbing a pawn, you gotta do something about that. So after queen d6, there's only 2 moves I'm looking at. I'm looking at this move, punishing. You have to play rook g8, you're never gonna castle.
And rook d1 was it?
Yeah, and rook d1, winning a tempo. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll play rook d1, and now I'll play bishop d4. Be ultra annoying.
No, that doesn't work because I take it. I was thinking do at e5, but I forgot about this pin.
Yeah, it's annoying, right? You might have to play f6. But here you have the added resource. You can play f6.
F6 isn't a move that you want to play anyway.
It's a move that I want to play more than rook g8.
Yeah.
Also, just another point. After bishop d4, here I can play rook d1 as well, and it's again threatening. I'm threatening this with mating ideas.
What was that? Tarka Tower, Alakine? Or
Tartakower, yeah.
It was the Karakan where that mate happened. I don't remember. I don't remember the game. It was Tarka Tower somebody.
I don't know. Probably not Alakine, I feel like.
It wasn't Alakine. It was.
He was pretty good.
Somebody.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Black got off scot-free a little bit here because instead of punishing this diagonal, White just developed, but now Black finally gets his bishop to g7. 15 moves after playing g6. Castles, castles. Knight to e4, winning another tempo. Now this is strange. Queen d7. Aren't we just allowing more stuff to hit us? Oh.
Yeah. The rook's coming.
No, I see the point. I see the point. After Queen e7,
Again,
we're getting
was Ready Tarka Tower.
Ready Tartakower. Ready is a good player too.
Yeah. Here, let me mate people. This is a very famous game.
Yeah. Boom.
Queen. Whoa! One square too short. There. White sacrifices the queen and gets this nice checkmate. If the king goes here, rook d8 is mate. The king went to c7 and bishop d8 is checkmate.
Yeah, if you've ever seen a tactics book or anything, that was in it. So here, after knight e4, unfortunately you can't play queen e7, you get skewered. So Pretentious decided to put the queen here with the idea of going to e8, which is a little bit sad. However, that didn't solve our problems. Pretentious had an idea here, actually. Knight e7.
Knight e7.
And
this looks really weird after, like, queen b4. Well, queen b4, maybe you have... No.
Knight a6.
Yeah, the queen b4, knight a6. So what about queen a3?
That's probably a good move.
I grab it. Do you have to? You can't play bishop f6.
I'll take
Maybe
it
you have
with check and a fork. Disaster.
Maybe you have to give up the exchange here.
Yeah, I think you do. I think knight e7 was misguided. Queen a3 is a nice move. It was actually played in the game as well.
Okay, yeah, queen a3 looks very strong.
I think Pretentious probably saw, queen, after knight e7, he was like, oh.
I saw queen b4, and then I seen knight a6, and I was like, wait, that just eliminates this stuff.
So let's do it a different way. Same idea, a different way.
Yeah, I tried to solve my problem in a different way. What to do?
Oh god, I'm on the right screen? I'm not on the, oh, I am on the right screen. Brilliant.
So queen a3 was playing the game. What happened after that? I don't have the game up.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing yet. Okay.
Pretentious is in the tank here. Which makes me think he wasn't expecting queen a3.
If I miss queen a3, wow.
I mean, you might have to play a move like knight f5. You'll have some compensation on the dark squares. This guy's going to be a really good piece.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough for the exchange here, for sure. It's not enough.
This good piece plus a pawn?
You have a pawn, but it's... yeah.
It's not going anywhere real soon. I
mean, you're queenside, though.
That's true.
If this queenside was developed, I would definitely say that there was at least some compensation, but here I don't know about compensation. Seems maybe a little too much.
Let's see if there was somewhere else we could put our queen so we didn't have these problems. After knight e4, what if I try this one?
Queens and then play something like, oh, that's passive. I wanted to play like rook b1.
Yeah, I don't think you really do want to play rook b1 though. No. No. Takes bishop c5.
Knight c6, I guess, and bishop takes.
Yeah, so this would again lose an exchange.
King.
King takes?
I like the.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
the pressure's good.
Rook a2 or rook b1. Yeah, but this is a different story.
Probably rook b1. Yeah, the queens coming off help black a little bit, I think. Just because black is underdeveloped, so relieving some of the pressure on the board can only be helpful to him. White is up in exchange.
He says queen b4 double question mark. Takes b4 bishop c5.
That's what Pretentious says? Well,
brainwash chat.
You're
Black definitely wants to keep queens on the board, he said. I don't think so. I think queen b4 the queen's off.
Yeah, why are we keeping queens on the board? Our queen's just getting attacked everywhere it goes.
It seems
like here, queen gets attacked, and now we're utilizing the queen's terrible placement.
Now this is.
I would expect to see.
He said he thought knight d4 was winning. Where do you mean knight d4 was winning? 21 knight d4. 21. Move 21 knight d4. What? I take it. And then I take here with check.
He probably means after queen d7.
7 knight d4.
But now you're.
Now I take it.
You just no. Oh yeah, that's protected. Huh. Silly me.
Because here takes with check.
Yeah, disaster.
Oh, he said black knight d4.
Oh, so after bishop c5, knight d4. Ooh. With a similar idea, we want to take with check. The problem is your rook's trapped. Oh, but I can't. I want to get my queen to guard there, but I can't.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Why is
knight
there?
d4 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is good for black.
It's winning, no?
If you have to do this,
You're up a piece. It wins.
black's winning here.
Yeah, that's
black's
really
winning.
good move. Actually, I totally missed that. It's sort of a. We've talked about this on one of our other shows. This idea of the knight leaping when the queens are in tension, and then taking something with check.
The reverse colors though with the queen on a5.
Yeah.
The black queen on a5 and knight takes e7 check.
I mean, to be honest, I can't fault Pretentious for missing this because it is sort of a weird version of this pattern. I mean, I missed it. It's a very weird version.
No, I missed it too. I guess it's a pattern thing. I need to practice.
Yeah, and if the queen moves anywhere, God, I wish I had queen c2, but I can't. Brutal. Really good move, whoever suggested that. I wasn't watching chat. Someone says, I did this tactic in an over-the-board game lately in a Maroczy bind. Yeah, that happens a lot. When these queens are aligned like this, you go, boom! And then you take on e7.
LPD or loose pieces drop off. Okay. What happened?
Can I just add to that line really quick? Because we had another chat contribution. 92. King H1 takes. G3 traps the knight. I don't believe you.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, no.
Although there is this.
I guess I can protect it.
E5.
Wait. I have to do that?
I don't see why not. Seems like a good move. I'm up a piece.
Yeah, up a piece, that's winning.
Or, hold on. I don't have to do that. I can do... Oh, no, I can't. Were you trying to make bishop c6 work? Bishop c6 might work.
But you're taking with check, though, no?
You're taking what with check?
This, I mean...
No, I'm saying
yeah.
This works for black, is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is what I was looking at, and then I was like, wait, no, that's crazy. And then I see that check.
It works really well. If you have to play f3, now I go like knight f5, and I'm just up a piece. Has Protect just moved in the game? Yeah, it looks like...
I haven't seen it.
We gave the exchange. We played after knight e7, queen e3. The knight went back to c6. I kind of wanted to go to f5, but c6 is also a reasonable square.
Bishop takes.
Bishop takes, and queen takes played.
You can't take with the bishop because of knight f6 check winning the queen.
That would be unpleasant. And now if
King. Oh.
if this, we get something vaguely similar to what we were looking at earlier. I am sad about my pieces though. Like white has the file here. This rook is quite strong. So maybe I'm not even super worried about this pawn.
I like pawns. Rook d2. I want to double rooks and protect the pawn.
Yeah, rook d2 is a good move. I probably have to do something like king e7. How do I get this? How do I get my pieces out, man? They're not doing anything. Do I have to play b6?
b6, knight d6 maybe?
Then I'd play king e7.
Then I play
c5. It doesn't quite work.
5, but you just take it.
Yes.
So maybe...
This knight's protected. It can just sit there.
I could just double the rooks. Yeah.
And this actually defends, because right now I'm threatening to take this. Maybe I'm not. Because that comes with check. Okay, I'm not threatening to take that. But yeah, double the rooks. You're like sitting all over me.
Anyways.
This is disaster. I can bring my bishop out to a6, but it's not really accomplishing much on a6.
Let's say I can just play b3 whenever I feel like it too.
Yeah, so and if I have to play a move like knight e8, I'm not happy.
In some cases I can, like, well, not after knight e8, but like somewhere here, I don't know. I can play bishop d3, and if you take, I have discovered everything.
Discovered everything. My favorite thing. Discovered everything.
I discovered it, so.
Yeah, I think 98 might be forced, but I mean, yeah, I'll take
something.
But
here I can just chop off either the bishop or the knight and bring my rook in and start trying to munch things, you know.
Yeah,
bring this other rook in.
Totally awful. Okay, queen takes f8 played.
Maybe it will come to e4 and do stuff.
So queen takes f8, king takes f8, and the white player is under 5 minutes. So the white player is in some trouble.
About a time trouble, but with the 45-second increment, I don't think it's too bad here.
Yeah, it should be good enough to close this position
So probably, I would guess white's going to play rook d2 or knight d6.
Sorry, say again.
Play like rook d2 here or knight d6. Probably rook d2. Rook d2 looks like the most natural because I just want to protect a pawn and double rooks.
Yeah, rook d2 is a super solid, sensible move. I like solid, sensible chess. b4.
White played b4?
Yeah. I take it?
What? Why would you do that? I take it. I'll take it.
We're both greedy. We both take it. Let's see. Let's punish Black's greed. How am I punishing Black's greed?
Now after takes, so I do have rook d8, which wasn't available before because the knight was protecting it.
That's a real thing.
But I don't. I like and I don't like rook d8 at the same time because the king comes here, but
Rook d1.
Rook fd1.
Knight c6.
Rook. I wanted rook h8, but then I realized that that just blunders the rook. So maybe rook g8.
Yeah, but like, what's your rook doing?
Like, I don't know what my pieces are doing though. This is really weird. Like my rook could get trapped there.
Well, the thing about rook g8, it is vaguely annoying in that it's going to take me a long time to move this bishop anywhere, ever. Also, this bishop has
I'm worried though. Like if you move your bishop to like, I don't know.
The I don't know part is the part I'm struggling with because it's unclear where the bishop is going.
Bishop h6 and I want knight e8 and trapping the rook.
How are you trapping
No,
the
because
rook? Well, oh, knight e8 immediately. Interesting.
like the rook is trapped now.
Yeah, but I also don't have a piece that can go and collect it, really.
No, but maybe the fact that your rook is just trapped back there and I can get my bishop out is something.
The rook is trapped, but the knight is like pinned to the bishop, and the pawn was accepted.
It's passing. Maybe I can still get my bishop out and bring my rook in or something. But I still feel that this counts for something, that the rook is, you know, my bishop is doing something, or at least it appears to be doing something.
Yeah, it's true that
maybe appearing.
It's unclear how white is progressing this position, really, from here.
Like I trapped a 3-point. I kind of trapped a 3-point piece to trap a 5-point piece.
Yeah. Your king is actually surprisingly safe on e7.
I don't know if this is any good, but
We're going straight into this line. After rook d8 check, king e7,
rook g8.
rook g8. Oh, rook g8 was played immediately. Maybe this makes a difference.
Huh. What do we have in the game? Rook g8?
Yeah,
immediately.
Immediately. Instead of in our variation, we were doubling and then playing knight c6 and then rook g8. But white went for this right away.
What if we go for this right away with knight e8?
It certainly seems reasonable. Okay, so I actually have an idea. I've come up with an idea.
Okay, I'll develop my pieces.
Oh, so you want to trade here. This makes some sense.
Well, you can't take this.
Oh, I can't because my bishop.
No, because you're rook now.
My rook is going to be discovered attacked. But
And if you let me take, I'll take on g7. So I think you have to move the bishop now.
yeah, I was thinking bishop f6.
And I can claim I got my pawn back, maybe?
That is not nice.
But my rook is still on g8. Okay, we didn't go in for this.
Yeah, now I kind of trapped 2 pieces almost. It feels like.
Why is this bishop trapped? It's still doing the same job it was.
No, it is, yeah, and it might even be improved.
But Pretentious did not go for this knight e8,
Yeah,
which is
right there.
interesting, but it feels risky. I can't fault him for not going into this. And bishop f6 was played.
Oh, bishop f6 right away. Okay.
And
So
this is interesting
knight f6.
because we were proud of this bishop. It was part of our compensation for the exchange, but we've actually received more compensation for the exchange in that we got a second pawn.
Yeah, and 2 pawns is normally enough for an exchange, but here with the bad development, I don't know.
So after takes, I'm going to need some time to play the moves b6 and bishop b7. And the bishop was not accepted. Not yet, at least. Rook d1 starting. That's actually...
Maybe he's going for this, but this looks...
Well, but my king can't move.
Yeah, this is almost a mating net, you know, but your knight here.
Well, the problem is, if you get here, you're actually winning the bishop.
Somebody asked, what was the opening in this game? This is a hyper-accelerated dragon with...
It was a sideline with queen takes d4.
Or sideline.
No, it was a hyper-accelerated dragon, just one of the sidelines. Here, after d4 takes, we get a normal-ish position after knight takes d4, but yeah. Queen takes was played, which is actually one of the effective ways of fighting the hyper-accelerated dragon, trying to punish this move order with g6.
The early g6.
Yeah, early g6, exactly. And in the game, I think Pretentious played the only move. Oh god. We didn't promote the right variations, I don't think. Oh god, no, this is the wrong variation. What have I done? Oh,
we can go back.
b4. Haha.
Knight b4, rook b8, rook g8, bishop f6, and then what was played?
Rook d1, and I think the only move here is knight c6. You can't allow that rook to just pop on in.
For free?
Well, it wins a piece. It wins the bishop on c8. I need time to play b6 and bishop b7.
You don't... Well, also, your knight is the rook on a8 now, so you can just develop the bishop, I guess.
Oh, that's true. But the problem with bishop d7 immediately is that it loses. On bishop d7, I go takes, takes, takes.
Okay. Also, I think rook d7 works too, no?
But it's less good.
Works.
Because you gave away your rook instead of a piece. In the other line, I'm going to be up a rook.
Yeah.
So knight c6 is a sensible move. Not allowing this 8th rank invasion, winning the bishop. And white in the tank once again, ticking down to 3 minutes. We're entering blitz with very long increments, also known as not blitz.
Still tough here.
Miklo Ping says, that's a main line with queen takes d4. I call it a sideline because it's not the hyper main line of the hyper accelerated dragon. The hyper main line. Oh ho 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 ho.
Yeah, so what should white play here, though?
Unclear. So when I look at white's position, I'm happy with this piece. I'm happy with my rooks. I'm not thrilled with these pieces. So I would be interested in finding ways to give them a job.
I'll find this knight a better job probably first.
Well,
Feels like.
Yes, because the bishop I feel like the bishop having a better job relies on the knight having a better job.
Maybe the knight will open a square for the bishop if I move the knight.
I just don't know where I'm putting my knight. Maybe maybe I try this and then go knight here.
Bishop d7 maybe.
Bishop d7, you mean?
d7, rook a8, knight a8, and the knight's on a8 again. Yay! We managed to put a knight on a8 in 2 games.
When did we do that? Oh no, that was earlier this game when we played rook
Oh,
d8.
that was earlier this game. So we put a knight on a8 twice.
Yeah, we're really good at chess. Here, I don't really want to help you develop your stuff, so I was thinking about the move knight b5.
To go to d6.
Yeah, I'll go to d6. I'm saying your knight can't go anywhere. I'm also threatening your bishop for real. And maybe my bishop will find a job on f3.
We're pressuring the a-pawn. We're pressuring the bishop. We're maybe going to d6 in the future. We're stopping your knight from coming to c7. Knight b5 looks like a really strong move. And here I would not want to have black, because I guess knight b6 is forced to defend the bishop.
Knight b6, c5?
Oh. But
Are
now
you sad?
Less happy. But now I just have like knight d5, I guess.
Knight. That's interesting. I didn't see that move. But
I got my knight.
Yeah, but here's the thing. After this, I have is bishop f3 a problem?
Well, yeah, kind of. I can't really play king. I wanted to play this move, but this looks...
Then I go here.
And there's only one move to defend both of those, and I don't want to play it.
Knight d8. Put it on the back rank, baby.
Possible. And I'm really greedy, but I'm not going to play knight d8.
In chat, it looks like Citron's b4 was a lemon, if I may. I do agree that b4 was probably not correct. It had an interesting idea of putting the rook on the 8th rank, but it seems like black has enough defensive resources to keep it together.
But maybe too creative. Maybe a simple move would have been better. Always play simple chess, because then you won't make a mistake.
I thought it was always play king b1.
Yeah, that's a rule.
Great. So after knight c6, we did not take here. Instead, we played knight d6.
d6 looks fine.
And this is a problem as well, because this is a really good move, actually, because we're pressuring this piece.
I suppose you have to develop it now. I guess that's the only move.
You would think that. You would think that. And you'd be wrong. Knight d8.
Why can't I play
played? You can. I'm just saying that there is an alternative. I assume on this move I'll take. Yep. Fair. So first.
Just a little bit sad.
No. So bishop d7. Okay, I'll take this first. Now I'll take.
I'll be a little bit sad.
Here you still have one pawn for the exchange. Yeah, I'll bring him back.
I had to go after this pawn, but it looks slightly wrong, almost.
If you really go after it, I can always just take and abort. My pieces are a little bit like clumsy here. I think bishop d7 might have been playable for black because you are giving back this b7 pawn, but these pieces.
This is outside passer too.
Yeah, these pieces for white are not really contributing in any meaningful way. You still have this strong bishop who is controlling the queening square as well, which could be annoying.
Oh, massively better here with the rook, but 2 pawns and quite coordinating.
It's not 2 pawns anymore. It's only 1 pawn. Because we gave the b7 pawn back.
Oh, yeah. I was just the 4-on-3 on this side, but in this case, black's pieces aren't so active, so the rook, I think, these two aren't very active either, but is worse here, seriously, worse here, probably lost.
I don't know, I sort of like your knight a5 idea. Just going for the chop.
Yeah, but a problem is, though, whenever I go here, you can take it and then take here. 2 things attacking it.
Yes, that's true.
So let's pretend that white plays a waiting move, and you take it with this knight, then I go here, here, and takes.
That's unfortunate, I agree. That would make me sad. So knight a5 then therefore must not be a good move. So yeah, if I can't pressure the c4 pawn, I don't really see what I'm doing then. Maybe I play a5 and pray. Just say go, go, go. Put your sneakers on.
I don't know what I do here. Probably, I was thinking about h4.
Why?
I was thinking about h4. H4 is just like, that's what I was thinking about. I can't explain it.
The thing is, if you play h4, you would stop me.
No, but I don't want to play rook a1.
Well, you definitely don't want to play rook a1. That's the thing. That's why this bishop's so good. Is it sort of makes this rook a little bit confused.
Rook d3, intending to go here, but
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Oh god, it's that knight. I thought it was the other knight.
Yeah, this knight is mobile. This knight is not mobile. The b6 knight's in a situational pin,
Yes.
as we say in the business.
I'm having trouble moving. Let me try. I'm really struggling to move any of my pieces.
I can see why.
If I go bishop b2, you're gonna go rook b2, right?
Probably, and then I'll take a fork. I'll do it.
I thought you might. I thought you might say that. If I trade the green knight for the knight on f3, that's terrible.
I don't know what you're doing here, but something like...
I'm playing bishop c8 is what I'm doing.
After rook a3?
Yeah. I was gonna do something.
This is why I played rook d3, is to go to a3.
I'm aware. I have a knight that can really move now, for once.
That actually kind of annoys me. I don't want to play rook a3 now. Well, no,
the knight can go there no matter what.
Even if I didn't play rook a3, you didn't have to do that. Okay.
So I'm like trying to find ways to untangle my pieces. Anyway, we should head off this. The game did not continue down this line. Bishop d7 is a very interesting try. Not that. Just giving the b7 pawn and able to fit in order to finish development. But Pretentious is even greedier than us. He played knight d8, saying no pawn. No pawn for you. Now, knight b5. Is that a problem?
This looks maybe like a problem. Maybe this is now a problem. Maybe black is now losing a piece. I didn't see knight b4. That's a nice discovered attack. Or knight b5, sorry. I didn't see this discovered attack. This is quite good. I'd like to take some questions from chat. Is there any questions about chess in general?
Let's see if anything has been posted as far as questions.
Since,
not much. I don't see anything since we've learned about the b4 move.
38 hours.
After knight b5, we saw the move. Wait. I want you to guess the move. What's the last move you ever want to play?
Or no, that's even sensible. Rook b8.
Rook b8 you probably don't want to play. But this move will make your blood boil. Knight e8. And white found a nice little combination. Rook takes e8. And the point is,
okay.
You have to take it. There's knight c7. And because we took e8 with a piece, we are going to be up a piece. King takes e8.
Winning for... This is now winning for white.
It must be.
Unless this knight gets trapped in the corner, which it will be better for white. Seriously better for white. But white's now one up a rook.
Well,
white's up a whole rook here.
Yeah, white was up in exchange, and then he won a piece.
So now white's just up a clean rook for...
Yes, unless we trap this, but I don't see how we are planning on trapping that. We'd have to cover the c7 square, but there's no way to do that. Bishop d7 played.
Immediately play knight c7 almost.
It was played. Interesting move, a6.
Okay.
Saying he's not coming out just yet.
Down the knight.
a6.
What
C5.
if I go? Ooh, okay, this is no wait. This is horribly strange. Knight a8 going to b6 now. This looks horribly strange, but I don't know if it's any good. But that looks. Wow, I'm. Because now my knight definitely isn't getting trapped.
Can I give you a pester?
I promise.
And I want to cover that square. I'm running a little low on pieces here as black.
So if you don't do anything, this is coming.
Yeah, I'd be willing to resign. But that's me. I like resigning. I'm very French.
And attack my rook again and try and tempt me to go here, maybe?
That would not be a good idea. That's still fine, though.
But if I go back here, I think black's going to resign now.
You're probably right. I would agree with that. So knight a8, knight returning to a8. That's another knight on a8.
Was that played?
No, knight a8 was not played. c5 was played.
c5 was played. Okay, c5 also looks kind of sensible, I guess.
We're opening the bishop. We're not really dealing with this knight and his problems, though. After c5...
Well, but I don't understand totally the point yet.
We saw knight c6. Black is redeveloping all his pieces off the back rank. Rook b1. Knight a5. And knight d2.
Yeah, white is going to go here and try and get rid of this knight so he can take this pawn.
But I go king d8? I guess then you go knight a8.
Yeah, knight a8 is always the answer in the...
That's so strange.
Knight a8.
Always play knight a8, indeed. I don't have any pieces.
You're running out of pieces. And my knight on b6 will be a very strong piece here.
Yes.
With the c5 supporting it too.
Well, I think also my extra rook will be a strong piece.
Yeah, this is quite just game over.
King d8 played. The only saving grace is that white is under a minute, which means that it is possible for something very bad to happen. Unlikely, but possible.
8, because knight a8 is always the answer.
Knight a8. That's the move we've been trying to play for both colors the entire game.
The entire game. Just always play knight a8, doesn't matter what color you have. He did play it.
Yeah, it's sort of an only move. Everywhere else, the knight is trapped.
You can go for this.
But well, yeah, you can definitely go for that. You're up in just a clean exchange. But why be up a clean exchange when you can be up a rook for 2 pawns? And yeah, I expect a resignation somewhat soon.
Any tricks here, though?
I mean, you can try this move, bishop d4.
Okay, then, like, defend the pawn. Like, I can't defend it with knight e4. I'm really greedy. I want to save that pawn.
Bishop d4 was played in the game.
It was played okay.
I
So
think you should just play knight b6.
yeah, knight b6 also looks fine, but then bishop takes and
Yeah, knight takes d7.
yeah, that's winning.
You can also play rook c1 if you really want. I don't know why though.
Yeah, rook c1. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Passive. I guess also knight b3, and after knight takes b3, rook takes b3, bishop takes c5. I have rook takes b7.
Then I have bishop c6, maybe. Is that anything? No, because I don't have king c7. Let's show that line really quick.
Yeah.
If white plays knight b3.
Knight b3, rook b3, bishop c5, was it? Yeah, rook. Then, like, you can't move your king here, so I'm going to play this or something. So after bishop c6, I guess I play this.
And then I go here, your knight's trapped still. I guess you just go.
Maybe I just munch on pawns too.
Yeah, that's over.
I mean, if you, yeah, you can't really do anything here. And I'll play this next.
Bishop d4 was met by knight c4 with a vaguely similar idea. Because in the game we saw takes, I assume white will take back, black will take here, and white will possibly take on b7.
Yeah, rook takes b7 looks just normal.
Knight b6
I don't know why you would play anything else.
You can play knight b6 if you wanted.
I want to munch on the pawns. I have an extra piece here on what I'm going to get pawns. I'm going to get this pawn for sure. Not there, not rook a7, but I'm going to get this pawn.
Yeah, win. Everything.
I'll
Everything's a win when you're up a rook.
Good, I'm up a rook. I have a rook for 2 pawns.
That's pretty good.
The only comp that you have right now is 2 pawns and 2 bishops, but unfortunately the 2 bishops are quite meek here. They don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, we took on b7. It's lost. I don't have much more to say about this one. We're losing. bishop c6, we're gonna check. Then we can do whatever we want. Knight b6 looks fine.
Yeah, I'd check here, king d7.
I'd play knight b6. I'd keep it really simple. Knight
There's-
b6 is actually not so simple. I take that back.
There's king here.
This is unclear. It's okay, don't play knight b6. Play bishop a6.
Take another pawn. I'll just take another pawn. I'll try it.
And you're actually going to play bishop b7 soon. In this ridiculous cluster around the a8 corner.
Put all your pieces in the corner.
Your chess coach will be proud, I promise you.
My student, I would be like, good job, you put your pieces in the corner. You're playing like Magnus.
Yeah, they're following our line. Our line's pretty forced. King d7 played.
Yeah. I would assume bishop takes a6 is good now.
I would assume that most moves were good. Yeah, bishop takes a6 played. We're going to go bishop b7 and just be up a rook and very happy about it. I like being up rooks.
I'm always happy up a rook.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong.
There's also a book, How to Win a Rook Up. Is it? Yeah, something like that.
Is it a good book?
But it's a book.
Is it for beginners? Does it literally just teach you how to win a position that's a rook up?
No. It's something that he's made up.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting move that we didn't talk about. No,
Just move my rook somewhere.
Yeah. Rook.
I want to go rook h8. Yeah. Put all of your pieces in the corner. We just need this bishop on each corner.
It's funny because the rook is like kind of close to trap. We took away a lot of squares on this rank.
It's humorous, but I mean you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I expect to see any rook move to here or here. Any other move, I'll take a knight. I suppose you could play this.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know, for fun. And then trade all the pawns and mate with bishop and knight. Just to prove that you can.
I don't want to try that. I'm not.
You don't
What?
You don't feel confident in your bishop and knight mates?
Bishop and knight. Just that, I don't know. With a minute and 41, even though you get 45 seconds, I don't know. I don't think I want to try it. With bishop and knight, but I've done it in like training.
So we're not actually threatening to take this piece. What if I like do this?
I guess now we play rook g8.
No, we have knight b6, check.
6. What happens after king f7? Or king c7, sorry.
Knight c4? No.
Go back to
Interesting.
a8, I think.
To a8? I take your knight. Oh, knight a8. I understand. And I'll go back to d7, and then you'll move your rook.
So we repeated, always repeat, and then move the rook.
Okay, black actually tried something else, which is also interesting. Instead of bishop e5, They went bishop c5, just not allowing the b6 square to be used.
Fair enough.
Now I think we just might see the king. Because black's king is boxed out. And white's pieces are a little bit very uncoordinated. So I think white should just bring his king. Because black can't improve. Black can't do anything.
Yeah, the black king also can never approach any of these pieces because the knight is doing a very good job controlling these squares, and then the bishop is cutting the king off from the other ones.
Okay, white played an interesting move here that I'm not so sure about. Bishop c8. And I think he's trying
I don't see anything wrong, but I don't know what it does.
But the knight's hanging here.
Yeah, but now you have to play like bishop a6 again.
Yeah, you just go back.
I mean,
I feel like white's struggling to win this position.
I don't know, but I would start bringing my king in.
Yeah, I would bring my king. As soon as
D3,
you...
or not D3, but H3 or something first, and then bring my king in. I don't know which I would play.
And white
but
under a minute. Lots of stuff is hanging all over the place.
yeah. 45 seconds.
I think bishop a6 is an only move to hold all the material.
Play rook takes h7 and munch on these pawns now.
Rook d8 check is also a move.
Oops, wrong.
Yeah, that's also probably playable. But all of a sudden, I have vague hope for black. Vague.
No, but this is also winning here.
Yeah, I know it's also winning, but I would feel better in my soul. Yeah, bishop a6 back was played.
Okay, so bishop a6, and we're just repeating.
Yeah, and draw agreed, right?
No, not yet.
Not quite. But now, ooh, tricky. Bishop d4.
Rook g8.
What about rook d8?
8.
And then
Oh.
king. All of a sudden, the knight has this square.
Bishop b7.
Bishop b7 or b6?
Bishop b6. Sorry.
Yeah, go. I don't know. Are you threatening anything?
If you defend the knight, then I go here, maybe.
Yeah, but that's annoying. Maybe I'll just do this. No, you just take it. You don't even. I was only looking at this variation, but you just take the knight actually. Yeah, so that is actually less clear than I thought. Trying to get the knight out right away. So here, I don't know. Take the bishop. Take this. Keep it simple.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm tired.
You're a piece up, but
I'm tired of all my pieces not doing anything ever.
maybe a bit too impatient.
I'm an impatient person. I'll admit it. I'm not a patient person.
Yeah, that still worked.
Okay, so this rook needs to go to g8. We've decided.
Yeah. So what's the position in the game?
The position we were pondering, and white's really low on time. Well, okay, here white played king f1.
Okay. Let's promote this.
Yeah. A lot of variations.
There.
h5. Black saying, I don't have a move.
I would agree with black.
h4.
Or it's good that they both agree at least.
White can't play like, or black can't move. I don't know why this game is still going on. I would have resigned like 20 moves ago. Maybe that's just me though.
King E4, H4 King E4 was played.
Yeah.
7 maybe.
What was your? Sorry, what did you say? Rook F7.
Horse C7.
Oh, well, this one. Isn't it the same?
Yeah.
So bishop E2 was played.
He wants this. Nice skewer.
It's a thing. So I probably go back. Ah, but now there's
Bishop F3.
There's F4.
Okay. And F4 just wins a bishop.
Yeah, one of the bishops I'm winning. Actually, no. I can take it. No, okay. I can play King F5?
No, because I take the bishop.
And I take your knight?
Yeah, and then I play bishop F3.
It all wins. It all wins. So we saw bishop E2,
What
King
else?
E5. F4 seems to be clear.
King F4 loses to rook takes.
Yeah, that would be bad.
King F5 loses to rook takes. And after
Everything
bishop
else
takes,
loses to rook takes.
bishop F3. Free legal move, it's winning. And then king, you might wonder why you can't go to E4 because there's this skewer. Because you're losing both your pieces.
Dashish
Probably.
kebab. Yeah, that's not good.
You're going here, here, here.
Oh, you just dropped your rook there, but you know, whatever. So this did not quite happen after we did not see that F4 idea. Instead, we got bishop D3. Bishop D5.
What? Why not F4? F4 just like won.
He's not calculating. He's under a minute. Give him a break. Here I just want to play like G3, King E2.
Well, he should play these moves like really quickly, then that way he has some time to calculate.
Yeah, G3 played.
Beep Chess says, why calculate a position with a rook down? Well, if you don't calculate anything, you won't get tricked. Or you won't trick somebody. But there's a game played yesterday between, who was it? Rufang Li. And Rufang Li tricked his opponent when he was, I think, minus 10. I think the computer said minus 10, and it ended up to be a perpetual.
That's a lot of minus.
Yeah, it was like minus 10. Black was winning. I'll find the game and tell you who it was against. I have a study for it.
So here Black played King F6. Can I play Knight C7 now with the idea that I have a check here? If you pin me?
I suppose that's reasonable. Yeah, well, everything wins here.
King E7.
Rook takes?
Rook takes what? Bishop?
Only thing that my rook can take. Rook takes bishop, pawn takes, knight takes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think the problem is White's trying to win this position without giving any material away at all.
That's fair enough. I mean, no, that's a reasonable way to do it too. I mean, if you're winning, why give your opponent an inch?
I would be happy to like give the exchange and just get a winning ending.
Yeah, if it was clear, but if it's not clear, you don't give up your stuff.
That's true.
Torture your opponents more. But I have this game, Rufang Li versus Mika Britton. yesterday, and the position was just winning. He had a queen versus a rook and a bishop, so it's winning for black. And after a series of a lot of moves, Rufang Li tricked his opponent coming up, and almost there. This is now a perpetual, and the game was agreed drawn.
That can't feel good. Okay. Yeah, so in our game, knight c7 was played, and something pretentious immediately resigned. Because the knight is going to return to the game, which will spell the end. So let's do instructive moments here.
I'll let you do this one.
Sure. First of all, interesting. I call it a sideline because it is maybe one of the best attempts to try and exploit the early g6. But queen takes d4 puts immediate pressure, and then we play e5. If the knight moves away, that would be very bad. So black throws in knight c6. The normal move is queen a4, but here we saw queen c3, which is a little bit strange. So me and chess analysts were trying to look for ways to take advantage of this, and the most natural just is move the knight, win time. After queen b3, the knight is hit. And here the knight went to b6. We weren't so sure about this because on b6 the knight gets hit by an a4, a5. That's not how the pawns work, but you get the point. So we were actually a big fan of this maneuver, knight c7, and we were going to put our knight on e6. The bishop comes out. We can either play d6 or b6 to get our other bishop out. We're going to castle, and black's development seems very, very fluid and natural here. Also, the knight on e6 does blockade this strong e5 pawn. So we were a big fan of knight c7 there, but knight b6 played seems reasonable enough. But after a4, if you allow a5, the knight will be trapped. So here we had some ideas. We didn't like the move played in the game, which was d6, because we felt that after a5, knight d7 takes, this position was not good for black. So instead, we wanted to...
Dark square holes.
Yeah, lots of dark square holes. Okay, that can't be good. So instead of d6, which was played in the game, we were either vouching for rook b8, which seems ridiculous because you're saying after a5 you're going to put your knight on a8, but the knight actually comes to a reasonable square. Maybe we play b6, our rook is against the enemy queen, and this is not the stupidest thing I've ever seen in the world. So that was an idea. The other idea we had here was actually to play d5. And our point is, if you go a5, you can no longer capture here and give me an isolated d-pawn. So this seems reasonable, although you do, as black, have to reckon with the move e6 here, if white chooses to play it, which could be interesting. Not saying it's good, but it would tear open black's king side. So after d6, I wasn't sure about the game continuation. Knight g5 is playable, but I liked this position for black, or I liked this position for white, so I didn't like this move knight g5. Also, black has the option of playing knight takes e5, which is very complex. But I like taking stuff and defending my stuff. That's always good. If I can take stuff while defending my stuff, that seems like a good thing. Instead we played e6. We've got some holes. This bishop's not going anywhere. Let's run on through a5, knight, c4. Oh yeah, the knight on c7 is terrible. Where's it going? It's going nowhere. That's why we wanted to go knight e7 to f5 with more crazy complications. The knight's just better on e7. It goes to more places. That makes sense. Well, it doesn't go there, but it can go to f5, which is a good square. So knight c7 takes, queen takes, knight c3, and here black played queen e5, and black's going pawn grabbing, but black ain't so developed, and when you ain't developed, it's not always so good to go pawn grabbing. So I think I would have preferred here to see just a natural move, bishop g7, And then both sides can develop. We castle, white castles, and everything's fine. But after queen e5, we grabbed a pawn, but we're not developed. Here, knight f3 hits the queen. And I didn't like this move, bishop e2 from white. Black's not developed, so we can punish him with this move, taking advantage of the pin. We hit the rook, which forces the move rook g8, and then black is never going to castle, and black's going to be really sad because his king's stuck in the middle and he's going to die. That would be sad. I can even throw this rook d1, hit the queen. Look great for white. So after queen d6, I didn't like bishop e2. But even here, it's still good for white. We're hitting the queen a whole bunch. If you go to e7, that's a skewer. If you go to b4, this is a fork. But this is not so clear. I can give the exchange and be up a pawn, and maybe I have enough compensation, but it's probably still good for white. After queen d7, rook a1, queen e8, knight c5. Here, potentially play knight e7, perhaps overlooking queen a3, which is a really nasty pin. And you can't protect this knight anymore. There's actually no way to protect the knight again. But if we return to this position, the rook is trapped. But there's a cool tactic here, taking advantage of these queens being online. You can go knight d4, the e2 bishop is hanging with check. So on takes, oh sorry, I don't do that. On takes, I go knight takes e2, and I've won a piece in broad daylight. So that would have been winning for black, but instead we gave the exchange, and from here out, b4, maybe, I'm not so sure about this. It seemed very natural to just go rook d2, double, that seems sensible. But after b4, we got some crazy play. The rook went way over here. We were looking at trapping the rook. Interesting, we couldn't draw any conclusions from this. We thought it might be holdable for black. But bishop f6 is also a sensible move. Rook d1, knight c6, knight d6. And here, black played knight d8, trying to hold on to all his stuff. But we want to get developed, even if it means sacrificing back a little bit of material. So we wanted to play bishop d7, which gives back the b7 pawn in order to get our pieces out. And that looked better for white, but still maybe okay. Instead, knight d8, and here a nice combination based on this geometry. And this was the game. It's over here. After a6, chess analyst wanted to go knight e8 right away. And this would have avoided some of the silliness that happened in the game. And then after that, it was a clean conversion. And in this position, way later. It took us a while. But after knight c7, the knight's coming out, we're up a rook, and black resigned. So a good game from both players. Pretentious got a little greedy going for that pawn when you're not developed, always dangerous. And that's a big lesson. You gotta develop. You can't be going pawn grabbing when you've got bishops sitting at home and your king's in the middle. No pawn grabs when you're undeveloped. Anything to add, chess analyst?
Well explained for that second game.
Thank you. That is all that we have for today. I actually have to run off. I have a student far away that I must go tend to. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I probably won't have a stream tomorrow just because I'm busy. But thank you all for watching once again. And thank you, Chess Analyst, for joining me. It's always a pleasure.
Yep, thank you for having me again.
And I will see you guys sometimes next week. I will post streams on Twitter and on the Lichess4545 Slack. All right, thank you all. Good night, goodbye, blah, 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 blah.